Yo, yo, yo. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Bang on 6:30, as promised, as always. Hope you're all doing well. Um, Been a glorious day today. The sun is absolutely blinging straight through my shed at the moment, which is absolutely lovely. Just going to get my YouTube and stuff, pop out chat all sorted out, all that sort of good stuff. Let me just grab me pop out chat. Let's pause that off and find my pop out, which will be over on my StreamYard side of things. It tends to work a bit better. There it is. Let's put that on over. Bump, just about there. And just limit that down just a touch so I can see what's going on. Hope you're doing okay. I've been very busy actually this week, despite the fact not a lot of stuff's been moving. It's given me a bit of a chance to try and catch up with some stuff, which is good. Had a bit of a dilemma today, or yesterday, which I sorted today, which I'll talk to you a bit about that. Did have an email from somebody saying they couldn't. Oh no, that's right. No, it was Shamrock. He couldn't comment in last week's live stream, but he found it is actually watching it about an hour and a half after it finished. That might have something to do with it. So yeah, been super busy. Thank you all for coming in. As I say, time is now 1 minute past 6:30. Got 24:25 in the house and climbing, which is cool. I'll let all you guys get settled in and get all nice and comfortable. I hope you're all doing well despite the issues that are going on around the world at the moment. I know these are crazy times that we're living in, and it's just nice to see, and I will just say very quickly, it's nice to see so many YouTube creators at the moment going the extra mile and pumping out videos nearly every single day. Lots of people are absolutely smashing videos out every single day of the week. I have absolutely no chance in keeping up as a creator myself. So I dare say you viewers are actually finding it quite hard to keep up yourself. But despite all that, the situation we're currently in, all over the world, YouTube creators all over the world are banging out videos, content, and doing live vlogs and bits and pieces, and keeping the members of public who watch YouTube, keeping everybody all sort of entertained and busy. So hats off to all of you who are on the YouTube platforms and banging videos out for your subscribers and what have you, and giving you guys lots to watch and laugh and talk and discuss about. It's fantastic. Lots of live streams about at the moment, including my own and several others on at this time and a bit later on. Including Raphael. He's live after me about 6:30ish, 8:30. Sorry, he'd be live just after me, or in between me, sort of thing. So go and check him out as well. He's in my chat. I just seen his name come up a minute ago. So super happy that you're all here. I've been going now for 3 minutes and have over 40 in the house, which is fantastic. Give us a thumbs up on your way in, be much appreciated. Or if you are nipping in and just nipping out again, do whatever you like. It doesn't really bother me. I do like the thumbs up. However, thumbs down is just as much appreciated, because it does all go towards the growth of my channel and towards my view time, which is brilliant. My channel itself is doing fantastic. I can't be more pleased with my channel. I was only just celebrating 2,000 subscribers just over a month ago, and I'm already over 2.5 and on my way up to 3,000. So I really thank all my supporters for supporting my channel. So I've been busy doing bits and pieces. Before we go any further, just go over the old rules and regs of my live stream. No more than 2 emojis in the chat. That's the common denomination that I use. No more than 2. No capital letters unless it is actually within your YouTube name. Do you know what I mean? So if your YouTube name is in capitals, that's absolutely fine. No obscenities, no sort of swearing, no sort of picking on each other and upsetting each other. It is supposed to be a fun stream. Let's try and keep it that way best we can. For those of you that don't sort of play by the rules, you'll be given free warnings, 3 strikes. One is you'll be deleted off of the comment section by one of my moderators. 2, you'll probably be timed out by one of the moderators. And 3, you'll be binned. You're welcome to come back the next time around, as long as you behave yourself. As long as we'll behave ourselves, everyone's happy. Simple as that. So that's that. So what have I been up to? I've been doing lots of stuff, actually. Got lots of videos. I've been really busy this week doing mower repair videos, and I've got disc saws coming as well, bits and pieces. I've got loads of stuff ordered that's coming just over the other side of me. So I really have been head down, despite the fact I've been doing 2 or 3 videos a week plus a live stream. I really have been working very hard. I've got about 15, maybe 18 videos all edited, scheduled, up, done, thumbnails finished off, the whole lot, bish bash bosh, all done, ready on YouTube to go. So I'm covered for about the next sort of 2 to 3 months. Pardon me. So hopefully you'll enjoy all of those. I've got some good videos coming up, some remedial videos as well, just some normal stuff, but I've got some good stuff coming up too, which I hope you'll enjoy. And yesterday, my washing machine packed up. I didn't pack up; it threw up actually. Nana or Mrs. P put some stuff in the old washing machine, and when they hit the old button, it just decided to chuck water out the old soap dispense tray. Absolutely flooded the kitchen. Absolutely brilliant, which is not good. So I rang up the old helpline. We got ours from Curry's PC World or whatever it is. That's where I bought it from. Rang them up. They can't help you because no one there. Mine's insured with this whatever happens sort of cover. Rang them up. No one there. So I rang up Samsung, and they just said go back to this other number for Curry's. Rang that up and just said coronavirus, can't help you. You're on your own. That's pretty much what it said. This is absolutely an emergency. They're not coming out. So that's what it was. So today, washing machine apart, and had a little look at that. So there's a video coming out very soon on that. That'll probably come out next, I dare say, on how to fix a washing machine that's been violently sick everywhere. So, well, I hope you spray lid or hose. It was a blocked hose actually, but the video's coming. It's just something different off the old channel. You'll see. But literally, yeah, it's not funny when you've got the machine on and it's just chucking water out on the kitchen floor. So that's all done. Hopefully, you'll enjoy that one. Get Ralph out on a call out. Yeah, definitely get Ralph out. Yeah, no, take it apart. All right, that's without any question. So that's that done. Got a free mower the other day. Trash pick one, curb find one on the side of the road. That's coming up on a video soon. I've done nothing with a Suffolk Punch as of yet. I've got one video on that, which is just a trying to get it started video. Apart from that, I've got some other ones that have been done coming out. So lots coming in the old pipeline, the old Micks Mowers. Just enjoying some coffee that my mate Matt Stumpton sent me. Got a nice big cup of coffee over here, which is cool. And I've got some other bits and pieces also coming from Spares Repair. I've got a nice Makita disc saw, which is a DPC 6400. Yeah, 6400. And I've got off of a fantastic company. For those who are into the small engines in the UK, there's a company called Garden Hire Spares. I dare say most of you are sort of, you know of them. I'm not affiliated at all, any way, shape or form. But I've got a set of filters for it, for this Makita. A screen, fuel lines, fuel filters and what have you. So that's coming. Also got a brand new carburetor set for that. So hopefully I'll get that up and running because that'll go for a few quid. The old Makita disc saws, they do tend to go for good money. So I've got all of that coming on. I've got a nice little letter from Dusty Blonde by the looks of it. It's got her name on the back of it. So that's come from Dusty. I'll be opening that up later. But apart from that, that's what I've been doing. I've been very, very busy, running very, very low on stuff, literally on spares, spark plugs, filters, oil. But at the moment, that's the biggest oil I can get at the minute. Absolutely crazy. But it's what it is. It's what it is. The buying and selling has slowed right down because of the old Corona. No one's buying, no one's sort of selling. So it is slow, and you just got to sort of take your time and try and get the deals where you can. So hopefully it will pick up within the next sort of 2 or 3 weeks. That's a consensus, but we should see what goes on. So I hope you're well. Hope all your families are well. All your friends are all well. Anyone that's not well, please feel free to discuss it. I hope you are doing well. We've had a few of my mates who have come down with it, and they're at home or what have you. So hopefully you're all keeping well, keeping safe, and doing what you should be doing. Staying at home, protecting the NHS where you are in England, and saving lives, because my missus works for the NHS, and there is talks of her and her unit now going into the high intensive nursing, into what do you call it? I'll tell you what it's called in a minute. The what's it called? Where people go to get ventilated? Intensive care. Yeah. So there's talks of Mrs. P actually going into the hot zone. Her and her fellow buddies who work on the ward are only orthopedic nurses and what have you. They're not used to it, and there is talk of her going into the orthopedics, into the intensive care side, and lots of them are going in just to see what it's like. And so, well, it is what it is. It's a job that she does, and she is, as I've always said, she is my Florence Nightingale without a doubt. And she's already in with some, and who have had it and what have it, and it looks like she's being given the opportunity, if she wants it, to go into a hot zone, and I think she's going to go in there. So that's her choice, and I fully support it. So let's just see who we got in the old chat. See who's about. 62 in the house after just 10 minutes. Fantastic. Better numbers we sort of like. So don't forget to hit the old thumbs up. Let's see what we got. We got Sparky Boy. He's in the house. How you doing, Sparky? Pablo, how you doing? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Tim Palmer's in the house. How you doing, buddy boy? Jen's Vlogs also is in the house. How you doing? She's a free spirit, allegedly. All Tech's in the house. Garden Machine is in the house. Scotty's in the house. How you doing, Scotty? Have you changed your channel name, Scotty? I think you have changed your channel. I did see something about that on a live stream. Someone on your live stream, I think I see that. Willie's in the house. Andy is in the house also. Tampa Boys Customs are also in the house. How you doing? Ralph's in the house. Ralph will be going live at about 8:30, I think. Forgive me, Ralph, if that's the wrong time. But Ralph's also there. Extensive Gardens also in the house. Big Boss Man, how you doing? Nice to see you. Mick, you look like on slow from keeping up appearances. Onslow. Oh, cheers, buddy. Thanks for that. Much appreciated. That's actually an up market of what I'm normally looking like. J&J Mudmo's in the house also. BWS Garden Machines in the house. AJP's in the house. Andrew Phone's in the house. Dirt Rider, how you doing, buddy boy? He's in the house too. Scrap It Man's in the house. How you doing? Nice to see you. Platinum Gamers in the house. How you doing, Tone? Hope you're doing well. Pete Frown's in the house. John's in the house. Pablo, Ralph, Platinum Gamers done you. Alan's done you. Dickie Small Engines also in the house. How you doing? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Ian Days is also in the house. How you doing, Ian? Hope you're doing well, buddy boy. Trash and Transportations. Hi, how you doing? Trolls in the house. Brian's in the house. Efion's in the house. How you doing, Efion? Yeah, I'm doing well, mate. Thank you very much for asking. I'm doing very well indeed. I've got work tonight, but not until about 11:30, quarter to midnight. I'm up at Red Hill tonight. So we'll see how that goes. The other night I got cancelled halfway up the road, but I've got a feeling this one's going to go ahead. Tim Palmer's in the house. Ian Days. Jason Hughes is also in the house. Sunrise Services. How you doing, buddy boy? Nice to see you. You've been enjoying my videos. Fantastic. That's what they're all about enjoying them. Done Pete Froud. Cherokee Rebels in the house too. Sounds like a loose spray lid or hose. Done that one already. Dickie's BWS Trolls done you. Platinum's done you. 62 in the house holding steady. Alan's in the house. Garden Machine done you. Chris Hale in the house. Chris, I replied to your email. I think it was you, Chris. Was it you, Chris? Might not have been. Maybe you or somebody else sent me an email about Honda carburetor. I have replied if it was you, Chris. I can't remember. I get quite a few. Hi, Mick. Your head looks very shiny today. Yeah, the sun is on it and also the LED light above it. That's all it is, baby. It is sort of half freshly shaven. I always try and look nice and shiny and bright. Cherokee in days, all that just jumped hideously. Gone down to 60 in the house now, but 60 is still lovely numbers. Lucky 7 Mudmos is also in the house. I was in his chat earlier on today. He was doing a £25 giveaway, which you can go to any one of his live streams and he will pick a live stream from random where you can win a 25 gift voucher if you're on any of his live streams. Yeah, intensive care, that's what it's called. Yeah, prayers for medical professionals. Yeah, exactly that. Right, mate, you know as Tony. Yeah, that's where Mrs. P could be going. Look, I think she is. She's already decided, I think. Cruiser Mac, how you doing, buddy boy? Nice to see you. If I forget anyone, just say Philip Hardy, how are you doing? Philip, it might have been you I was talking to about emails about carburetors, possibly. Yes, changed my name on Wednesday, Mick. Yeah, I thought you did, Scotty. I thought you did, mate. I did see something about it. You all saying hello. Hammy Hunter's also in the house. How are you doing? I think we're there. Are we there? Or my computer just frozen? Oh, I'm still going. Guy Machinery, Tama Roy's the boys also in the house. Ali Max in the house. How you doing, Ali? Haven't seen your missus yet, Ali. I don't know if she's in here or not, unless I've missed her. Nikki Walsh in the house. How you doing? Enjoying the vids? Yeah, that's what it's all about, Nikki. It's what it's all about. Trying to keep everybody entertained. Dickie Small Engines, done you, buddy. Tim Palmer's. Benidorm, Spain. How you doing? Nice to see you. Philip Hardy. Haven't emailed you for a week now. Okay, it's somebody else. I'll check. Literally, it wasn't that long ago. Well, it might have been yesterday. I picked the email up. It was Chris Hale. That's who it was. Chris Hale. She's on the way. She's running late. Yeah, no worries, Ali. Yeah, I'm not keeping time. Just normally Tina says hi twice or 3 times, and I do normally miss her. It's not intentional, but it happens. So that's that. So hope you're doing well. What else have I been doing? I've just been waiting for bits for the stuff at Punch. Been waiting in particular for this little tiny, without spending too much petrol, this petrol cap to do its business, because it's got a tiny cork inside it and you have to make them swell to do it. It's nearly there. It really is now starting to stick. So rather than buying a new one, that's been soaking for about 2 days. So that will be coming up quite soon. Pardon me. And hopefully I can get that Suffolk Punch up and running as it should do. It will need a carburetor clean, that I do know. How you doing, Cherokee? So that's that. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5 lawnmower videos out here, but I'm just waiting on parts. I know I've got one part for a lawnmower, which I quite like the sound of. I've been waiting on a primer bulb for one, and I'm still waiting on gaskets. Hi there, hello sir, everyone, great, yeah, nice to see you. Yeah, I'm waiting on a primer bulb for this little lawnmower, and it's called a Frisky Fox. Never heard of a lawnmower called a Frisky Fox before. I've had foxes, but I've not had a Frisky Fox, so not quite sure what the difference is. But obviously, one's frisky and one's not frisky. I suppose that's what it is. So I've got 63 in the house. If I get some thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. As I say, I hope you are all doing well. I hope you are all keeping extremely safe and doing what we all should be doing. I don't want no one to slack off, because they sort of think that with what's going on in the world, everything sort of we're on the downward curve or flattening out. Stay at home, people. Protect that NHS and save lives, because this is going to go on for a little while. Where did you get that fuel stop, Mick? I need one for the stationary engine. That's come off the machine, bruv. You can get them on all your Amazonians and all your eBays, Roy. They're on there, no problem. You can find them on there. But that one come off the engine, but it was very, very sloppy. Because it's got a cork in it, chances are it's dried up. So if you just soak it, I got it in my old chicken chow mein tub here. Look, that's what I got it in. It's sat in there, and you just submerge it for a couple of days. The old cork starts to swell up, and eventually it should work. That's the idea. That's been soaking there for a little while now, so hopefully that'll come back, and then you can fit it. But yeah, they're on eBay. They're not expensive. You can get the little plastic ones. You can even get a tap one as well, Roy, if you need a tap one, which work just as well. If not, just get a bit of hose and put an inline tap on it. Does the same thing. But that's what it comes with. So I'm not forking out for a new one where I don't have to. Roy's a boy. I have a very nice brass one with adapter. I don't need it. You're welcome to it. I can't use it. Should be good for the pet. There you go. Get hold of Will. So if Will and Roy exchange numbers or emails or whatever, there you go. Do that in your own chat. Don't put it up on here because someone will copy it and send you spam stuff. And there you go, Roy. You got a nice little brass one. That's lovely. So I'm looking for a Laser D, but wanna buy a new welder first. Well, that's what it is. Yeah, Laser D don't go cheap either. I've been busy myself, Mick. Maybe next week I will be at home for 3 months, waiting for HMRC to phone me. Government grant, hopefully. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I know what you're saying. We're all in the same boat, brother. We're all in the same boat. Well, I'm not. I'm a key worker, so I'm in a very different boat. But I have to go out. But it's what it is. Hopefully, we'll all get through us eventually at some point, and we'll all come out laughing the other end. So that's that. Let me bang the link out. I've got 66 in the chat just after 17 minutes, which is absolutely fantastic. 66 in the house. What's happening here? What's happening here? I've got no idea, Edward. Hi, Tina. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well, sweetheart. Alice said you were running late. Hope you're doing well and keeping yourself nice and safe. Had a nightmare with a generator today with no spark yet. That'll do it. Since this virus started, I've never sold so many emojis. I was the same, but mine has now tailed right off. But I just can't seem to pick them up. I didn't know that, Mick. Yeah. Well, I didn't know what tone about key worker. Yeah. Micks Mowers came on at 7. What came on at 7? No, I come on between 6 and 6:30. Rider boy goes to bed at 6. I'm on after that, if that's what you're on about. So anyway, I'll put the link out. Once I put a link in the old chat, feel free to come on up. 68 in the house, and same rules apply. Camera on, audio on. You might be getting an instruction unless I don't know who it is and what have you. When you come up, no swearing, no obscenities. Try and keep it clean as you can. If you can't keep it clean, I'll just bin you. Simple as that. We have a nice clean chat. How you doing, UK Dizzies? Hope you're doing well, buddy boy. And then, hopefully we'll have a good laugh. That's what it's all about. It's all about having a good scream. And the more joyful we can keep it, the better. If you are over the 1K marker and have a community tab on your Facebook, if you can just copy my link up the top of the old screen over here. Copy the link, put it in the community tab, and just shout out that Micks Mowers is live. Come and see it, and just say you've sent them over. I'll give you a shout out at the same time. So feel free to do that. Yes, Micks Mowers, I'm good. Just getting fed up being stuck. Yeah, I know, sweetheart. I know we're all the same. Well, I can go out, but it's tough. I've got Riley boy here. Trust me, that ain't no easy task trying to keep him entertained all day long. How you doing, Kevin? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. You know what it's like with Riley boy. It's tough. But he's going out for a little picnic tomorrow as part of his daily exercise. Mrs. P can take for a little walk up the woods where there's no one going to be about. We're going to have a little tiny sit-down blanket, little tiny sausage roll sandwich, and a mug of orange juice or something. Have a little tiny picnic out tomorrow. Just try and break the monotony of it. So that's good. So yeah, I'll put the link out. We'll see what we get. Yesterday, I picked up one mower with a Briggs & Strat 158cc, thinking about getting down and dirty with it. Yeah, exactly that. Get down and get dirty with it, buddy boy. It'd be worth more running than it will be scrap butter. That's what it's all about. So, in fact, I'll do some scrap at some point. I've got a big pile of scrap down there, but I don't think my local scrap is open, so I might hang on to that just until the scrap is open up. I need to get rid of my scrap pile. So I might do a scrap video myself and break some lawnmowers down. Right, so anyway, enough gobbledygook gander. I've been chatting for 20 minutes. Let's give you the old link. See if we get come on up. Do I copy that or not? Let's have a look here. Copy that. Stick him down there. Put that in there. Go and scarify my lawn tomorrow. Yeah, well, we're doing scarifying. Do you aerate as well? Bomb. Shove that in there. Up goes the old link. As I say, feel free to come on up, hit the link, follow the instructions. Microphone must be turned on, and also your audio. And if we can, turn the YouTube off when you come up. That way we don't get the feedback. But if you do, I'll just mute you until we get it sorted out. It's no biggie. So feel free. The link is there. Help yourself, and we'll see what sort of day other people have had. And we'll go from there. Got the scrapyard up here if you want rubbish prices. Yeah, exactly that, Ali. I know what you're saying, bruv. That's what it's all about. Who we got there? Alan, can you just take your glasses off, mate? You got glasses on it, Alan? You got glasses on? Yeah, take your glasses off. Yeah, lovely. Cheers, mate. Tap. Alan, there he is. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, good. Thanks, mate. You?
Yeah, I was struggling to see your face, and it was quite a sharp image on there.
I've got the old glasses on because I'm a bit short sighted, and sometimes I stick them on to gives me a bit of a sort of help and start looking like, you know.
Yeah, I understand. Phil, can you just have a quick shave your beard off, mate, and shave your beard back on for us?
Can I stick my glasses back on there, Mick? Is that all right?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Cheers,
How you doing, Phil?
All right, thank you.
Good lad.
How you doing, mate?
I'm doing all right. Sparky, you put your fingers in your ears for me. Thank you very much, baby. Up you come. Good boy.
Hey, Spark.
Right, so we've got Andy, we've got Phil, who's top conker, and we've also got Sparky boy Paul there.
Yeah. Hello.
Say again, babe.
Well, I've been playing around with me cola.
How you doing? I would join.
I've been trying our circular saw out today.
What, Coca-Cola?
New valves, set the gaps, yeah. Grinding them down.
Yeah.
Now I can't get the retainers back on the springs.
Ow.
Yeah.
There must be a trick to it, Mick, and I'm damned if I know what it is.
Have you not got a valve spring tool?
Oh yeah, I can compress the springs. I've got a really old. I bought from off eBay.
Yeah.
A really old spring compressor, but it's a handy tool. It's but it seems the jaw is relatively thick. You know, the goes over the bottom of the spring and brings it up. But I can't get these collets to go back in.
You might, because of the age of it. Someone's got a YouTube going. You might have to modify it slightly with a grinder, Phil.
Yeah, what, thin it down? You mean?
Yeah, it happens sometimes. You know, I used to work on Land Rovers, and I fit an special injection pump, a 22mm spanner on the back of the injection pump. You couldn't get it all the way down. You had to cut the spanner in half and then put it flat on a sanding plate to grind it to about sort of 4 or 5 mil when you get it in there. So it might be a bit of modification required. To do it. You know what I mean?
It's I must admit, I have spoken to it in a fairly abrupt manner.
Yeah, that's right. Tony, can you just take your glasses off for me, mate, and put them back on for me, baby? Are you there, Tone? I can see you, Tone. You got to follow the instructions, sweetheart. He's doing something down there. He's not. Tony, take your glasses. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you got Tone. You got some serious lag going on, babe. Tone, you got some serious lag.
Yeah.
And,
Hello,
and
Patrick
do
Foreman.
YouTube, please, babe. Brandon says he would join, but with my cousin, who has no filter for his mouth. Okay, that's cool. I understand. Extensive Gardens has just said. Go through some of his comments because I don't want to miss the old comments. Where's it? Where did that comment go from Extensive Gardens? I see it come up, but the old chats has done a jump. Oh my lord, it did jump too. Where did you go? Sorry, had to answer the phone. 2 seconds. Oh, here you go. Right here, I'm back here. Extensive Garden wants to know. Oh no, I'm going slow now. How can I get some merchandise? Some Micks Mowers. Oh, how can I get some Micks Mowers merchandise? Well, this chat is really struggling. I like them Micks Mowers cups. Yeah, I've got to get some sorted. I've got to send some out first. I found 3 the other day. I'll get some sorted out and I'll get some posted out at some point. No worries.
Yeah,
I've got JJ Garden Machines also in the house. How you doing, JJ? Nice to see you.
You've got a bit of lag
Hey, right,
going on there,
Sparky.
Mick.
Am I lagging tonight? Or
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Only slightly, but you just only just. I didn't notice it.
Oh yeah, I'm lagging. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what you need, Mick. That'll help.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you fine.
Right, I'll just refresh my old page and see what happens. See if it makes it any better. Yeah, I got. It's saying no internet is what it's saying my end.
Yeah, and you've also got echo going on as well, Mick.
Oh, that's weird. Bear with. Technical difficulties. I'm refreshing.
Okay.
So's Larger.
Oh, it's nice.
Well, good evening, gentlemen, and welcome to Top Conquer. How are you all?
Good evening.
Now tell me your problem. What seems to be your problem?
Well, that's crazier than us.
Well, let me tell you my problems. I can't get me springs back in.
Wait till winter time then.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there you go.
Oh dear.
I don't know what happened there. It didn't like me at all.
Well, welcome back to Top Conqueror's feed here. Anyway, Mick.
Hello,
Anything
Mick.
else I can help you with?
Welcome back.
There's too many people on the network. That's what it is.
It seems to be really jittery tonight. I don't know what's going on.
You blocking it, Mick?
Well, I've got my own internet down here, but yeah, it's not liking it.
I think what it is, Mick, it might be
Someone's got feedback too.
everyone's using the internet. Probably everything's slowing up.
Feedback.
No, you're okay as far as I'm concerned, mate.
Mm-hmm.
No, you've definitely got a bit of internet problem back here, I think, Mick. You're really beginning to freeze.
Well,
Yeah.
it could be. Mick, you keep freezing my end. Anyone else having that issue? Let's see. It might pick up. I mean, if it don't. There's nothing I can do about it. It's what it is. But
Yeah.
you seem to me, Phil. You seem really glitchy, and so does Tony.
Really, what, mate? Sorry.
It's fine at my end.
Can you all see the chat for those of you who are there? I've got 6
Yeah.
minutes in the house.
Yeah.
If you can hear me,
Yeah,
Mick,
I've got some.
turn your router off.
Let me
and
try
turn
and
it
just
back on
drop some of you
again.
guys down in the basement, see if it clears up. 2 seconds. Let me just drop some of you down.
Yeah.
You all right, Tone? Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you fine, Mick.
Yeah, Tone, you got some serious lag, Tone. You're not even moving, Tone. You're really glitchy, Tone.
Is it? I'm fine with
You're
my
really-
end, Mick. I can see you fine. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Micks Mowers live stream. How many people do we have in the chat now? Like 60 plus. Yeah, Ellen Mac was saying, Mick, that his live stream last night was laggy as well. I think it's YouTube, guys. It's because everybody's streaming at the same time, I think, because of this coronavirus happening. Yeah, I think on my side, everybody was fine, including Mick Mowers, but for some reason, Mick was saying that I was a bit laggy, but I'm fine on my side because I'm on what? 45 meg at most. No, I'm not steering his stream off a sclap. I don't know what's happened to him. I don't know. Some technical difficulties. He knows I'm not doing it on purpose. I don't steal anybody's stream. Hi, Lord's Voice. Nice to see you, mate. I don't know why he's disappeared to, Dick Larder, family. He's obviously, people keep coming. I mean, he put everybody up, and then they've all gone into the local basement, and then obviously he's gone again. But I don't steal anybody's stream, so hopefully he'll come back. But yeah, it's nice to see loads of boys. Scott Daniels, Iron Mac, Pat Nest, Laffer Sclapper, Peter Ford. A lot of people I know from way back. Yeah, it probably is. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well this Saturday afternoon. Mate looks different. So it's fine, Owen, is it UK dive videos? But yeah, Capiclus, that's hilarious, Capiclus. Yeah, I don't see anybody's live stream. Yeah, he's probably starting the loot time out, like you said. I think that's funny what thing he said. But yeah, you're all well, guys. Yes, I'm back on YouTube. I had problems as well with my internet connection about a week ago. I was doing live streams and it was processing for about 16 hours, 17 hours. And I think it's because of all the people live streaming at the same time on YouTube. But it went back to normal yesterday, so I can now upload live streams, you know what I mean? So I had all these live streams and I couldn't upload them, unfortunately. But yeah, I think it's a lot of people streaming, you know, since the coronavirus. People, a lot of streaming. No, I won't be in charge for a while, Peter Ford. Obviously, it's not me. I'm not Mick Mowers in the corner. I'm putting and giving movies. But yeah, it's always nice to see people I've not seen for a while. I've not seen Lots of Boy for a while. And I've not seen Dirt Ladder for a while. I haven't got much hair, to be honest with you. My hair is like here and a bit at back, but I think Mick looks quite nice the way he is. Yeah, I think another thing is it's not just YouTube. I think it's people's internet connection as well. I think you've got to have a very fast internet connection on YouTube these days to do these type of live streams like Mick does. I've noticed that over the last few weeks since this thing started that a lot of people are struggling to get the connections. You know what I mean? They'll buffet in for so long, then they'll come back, then they'll disappear, then they'll come back again. So I think it's YouTube been overloaded itself basically. Thanks, I appreciate it, mate. But it's nice to see Chocolate Level, like I said. All right, yeah. So yeah, some people I've never seen before. So nice to meet you all. I do all sorts of stuff. I don't do what obviously Mick Mowers does, but I do all sorts of stuff on YouTube. And I've been on YouTube. Well, Ralph just said it about games and movies. I've been on YouTube, guys, about on and off for about 8.5 years now. So yeah. I think you're right on this moment. I think connections are a lot slower since lockdown. And it's always nice to see people like Ralph saying, let's talk about games and movies, Tony. It's better than Mum. Now, I mean, this is why I subscribe to people like Mick Mowers, because it's something different. It's something that I've never thought of when I first started on YouTube. that there'd be people like him doing all sorts of awesome stuff, basically. And I just do stuff in different guys. I tend to do a lot of movie reviews and other things. I've just started to get on my channel. I've only been about a month now, so I do a lot of movie reviews. I'm doing all sorts of other things I'm going to be doing in the next few weeks, but it's just interesting to come back on YouTube and meet so many awesome people. I mean, I've known Laparoscopy for a long time. I've known Loads the Boy for a long time as well. And yeah, I thought of it. Yeah, he's probably resetting himself. But yeah, it's always nice to see people I've known for a long time, and it's also nice to see Mick when he comes back. He's obviously coming back.
Wow.
But yeah, it's nice to meet some new people. I don't think I've known this person before. The one with the glasses, the younger one in the lead sweatshirt you're wearing.
Alan.
I've not seen him before. I've seen the other one. The one at the bottom, I've seen him before. But, and I'm not seen the other chap either.
Which one's that? The chap with the bald head?
No, I know who he is. It's on about you. You.
What?
Glasses. Yeah.
This one.
Yeah. You. Yeah. Third one. Yeah. I know who he is at the bottom, but I've never seen you before.
Oh.
I'm a part timer. I'm a Kohler man, just tearing his hair out when he had any.
Right.
I think I'll probably end up looking like
I've had that to stream. I wouldn't hijack Mick Mowers' stream. He's a bloody legend. Why would I do that to him? Come off it.
Did you find out what the problem was, Mick?
I got absolutely no idea. It was really mega glitchy my end. Internet is running fine and whatever, so I've just done a complete that will do it. I don't know. It always seems to be, and it's no dig. It always seems to be when Phil comes up, my PC takes a bit of a dive. No, not dig. It's what happens.
Like Phil.
I don't know what it is. It's really, really strange.
I tried to speak to you over Easter, and I couldn't get on. All I want to do is say Happy Easter, mate, to all you and your family, and I couldn't get on, so I gave up.
That's all right. At the minute, I think what it is so many people are out using the internet and using the platform. It is generally just struggling. I just opened up a new YouTube page now, and it is really struggling just to keep up with that.
That's definitely testing out the old internet, isn't it? This coronavirus thing.
Yeah.
Oh, without a doubt.
We've got three. Yeah, the 4G network, 3 network. Come on, keeps glitching. Absolutely, I've got to keep restarting everything.
Why would you do that?
Okay. What's that?
That's not very nice.
Too many people using the network.
So,
right, let's try and get rid of some of this chat.
Anyway. Has anybody done these?
I'm going to keep my pop-at chat closed and just try and run as little as possible on the old stream on my stream. That'd be easier. My YouTube has been lagging today. Yeah, I think everyone has.
Have you heard what
His
performance said? I would have been giving bloody Mick Mowers merchandise away. What are you trying to say?
Who's been giving it away?
No, I'm not been giving away anything.
You've been away, Mick. He's given away half. You're down by 28.
You get Tony on the stream for the way it's going. You get Tony on the stream for more than 5 minutes. It'd sell my share if he had his way.
He already has.
I think to be fair, and like I was saying earlier, because I've done so many films, I have put quite a few on my power bank backup drive. I think there might be too many films on here that might be causing a bit of the old memory issue. That could be what's going on. It could be some of that. Yeah. I've got someone else in the basement. Who's that? I've got Kenny Boy. How you doing, Kenny? You can come straight up. That's definitely you. I know it is.
Hello.
How you doing, Ken? Nice to see you. So Patty's performance has come stumbling in.
Where's my
drunk.
buddy Roy?
How you doing? Roy's in the chat. How you doing?
I see.
Andy's Mowers. Nice to see you.
Hey, Mick, I saved it for my buddy Roy. I want to show him.
You can throw that straight in the bin if that's what I think it is. Mick would never leave me up on his stream alone. Bloody right, Brandon. To be fair, Brandon, I wouldn't let you up. Please can you speak to your YouTube manager about this? It's crazy. Bless Tony holding the fort. Well, it's what it is. I had to do a reboot, and that was it. It has seemed to have done the job now. So it looks like we're now back in the full swing of things. Normal function has been resumed. 3 to 1 is back in the room. Yeah, nice to see you, Mick. All fine now. Good. All right, Mick Mowers, Benedict White. Lots of people in the house. 61 in the house. And thumbs up would be good. Sorry about technical difficulty, people. It's what it is. It's just what it is. I can't odds it. It's what it is.
Smash the like and let the fun for Mick Mowers stream.
Yeah, I got one. Who's that down there?
Hey.
Come say hello. Who's that? Tim Pye. I can see
Mick,
Tim.
you know
I can see
what
waiting, mate. We're full up at the moment, mate.
Do you want to drop him? I don't mind drop him. What's going on with your
he hadn't been there. He hadn't long been there, and I ain't long been back.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it, mate.
Hey, Mick, you ever have what they call smart aleck customers? You ever have what they call smart aleck customers? I had a guy come by today. No, I'm saying smart aleck customer. He comes by, drops off the mower. I've been talking about it. One of these big Toro dual blade, all that stuff, right? So anyway, I look at it. He needs a transmission. Okay, so I go to the dealer. You know, his friend of mine's at the dealer. I bought a couple belts and stuff. And I said, "How much for a transmission?" He said, $150. I said, "Okay." So then I come back and look online. You can get them for anywhere 80, 90, 100, depending, whatever. So he's going to be smart now. He calls me up. "Oh, is this what I need? Is this what I need? Can I buy it?" Blah, 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 blah. I said, "You know what? When we do this stuff, guys, we make money on labor, but we also make money on parts." So I said to the guy, I said, "That's fine. But I said, keep in mind, I make money on parts too. I usually get 10% on parts, where a lot of guys get 100% on parts. So now the labor rate just went up."
Yeah. I mean, I've had it before, not quite with that sort of scenario, but you get a customer come in and he'll say, you know, he'll look at a mower, say, for instance, and he'll say, "Is a blade sharp?" No, it's not. "Well, can you sharpen it?" No, it doesn't need sharpening. The blade is fine, but it's not sharp. And he sort of looks at it as if you're something, as if like you got two heads. And I said, the blade has been sharpened, but the blade is not sharp because a blade is not designed to be sharp. It's supposed to cut grass on impact, not slice through it.
Razor sharp.
And he said, "Well, you know what I mean?" I said, "No, I don't. You're referring to a razor blade sharp, aren't you? And I'm referring to a good edge."
It's too sharp. That takes big chunks out of it.
And then they then sort of sit back in there. Exactly that. Yes. As soon as you hit something half sensible, like a flint, it does the blade in. So, you get a few like that. But I think as long as you take the front seat on it, Ken, then you'll always be a winner. You know what I mean? So you get a few. I also get a few smart aleck YouTubers, mainly over in the Long Island area. They get a bit above themselves and start giving me a bit of stick. That's why he's sat in my basement now, just staring at me.
Actually, Mick, I'm going to go on YouTube and put the pop-up chat. So if you want to throw him up here so you can yell at him, go ahead. I'll be back soon.
Oh, yeah, I've got a bit of a cue. What I will do is, actually, I will do what seems to be the flavour of the month. And whoever is sat next to me gets binned first. And then we just keep rotating until everyone's had a little while and what have you. And we're doing that. It seems to be the fairest way to do it at the minute. I've got Tim down there, and I've got Mrs. Pate. I don't know who that fellow is beside her, but it doesn't look like her husband. So I've got them down there. You can shake your head. You can shake your head, old kitty. You do get a few smart Alex. But as long as you're confident enough in what you do, then you can always sort of sell the machine with confidence, you know. But you always get one or two sort of turn up, and it's a bit like the old the rowboat theory, isn't it? You go to a boating lake, and they ask for the fastest rowboat you've got.
But he got back at himself though. He dropped off a handheld blower. He just went and picked up the generator I fixed for him yesterday with the infamous torch plug, Roy. Torch plug. Anyway. He just picked that up. He was all happy with that. Paid me my money. And then he says, "Oh, do you fix blowers?" I'm like, "No, I'm a small engine guy. I don't fix blowers." So he takes out an Echo blower. I said, "What's the matter with it?" "Oh, it runs, blah, 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 blah." I said, "Show me." "Want me to show you?" "Yeah, show me." So he's in there. After about maybe 8, 9, 10 pulls, and his arm's going to fall off because the guy's probably 60 years old. I said, "I'll take a look at it." I go, "What's it doing?" "Well, it's smoking, tons of smoke, blah, 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 blah." So I look at the gas in it. He left. The gas must have been 5 years old. It looked like there was probably 90% oil and 10% gas because it evaporated, So I drain it all out, put fresh fuel in it, boom, starts up perfect. All right. But here's one thing you guys may or may not know. When you're working with two strokes, especially these handheld blowers and things with plastic manifolds, sometimes you get air leaks. So what I did was after I warmed it up and got it going, I shot a little carb spray around the carburetor and it killed it. So now I know there's a slight air leak in it. I'm not going to give it back to him like that. I'll take the gaskets off, put a little 1184 on it to seal up any air leaks or whatever. This way he won't lean it out, blow it up, and blame it on me. So, but just check for air leaks, though. Even though they sound like they run great, spray a little spray or part spray around the carb. Make sure there's no air leaks because it'll bite you in the butt really well.
Well, now we know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All day long. So Phil, did you manage to get your valves in your engine or not? In the end, or not?
Yeah, the valves. Yeah, I've set the gaps on them now because the original valves were way over 20,000 over gaps. They were just too. They were too worn. So a couple of valves didn't cost me too much money. But the way you set them on the Kohler is that you literally have to grind the ends to get the right gap. So I was a bit concerned about, but it turns out it was easy. A little bit off the grinder, then onto a wet oil stone. I stoned it down. I got 20,000 I got big burn. I got 8,000 and where are we? I got 8 and 10, whatever. Perfect, whatever is required. Lapped them in. But I can't get these retainers back on the springs, and I'm really struggling to get the damn things back together again. Apart from that, Mick, I got a cone clutch that's worn out, and I need to put it onto me lathe to try and take 5 mil off the back edge. Any ideas?
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Hey, Nick, you still want to buy it?
Right, mate. If you want me to have it for nothing,
no,
and put it in your.
Let's talk about 350 quid. 300.
Let's talk about you not being silly and being drunk on my live stream and asking for silly money for a machine. Let's talk about you bring it down to my shed for nothing and me getting it going in front of your eyes.
It's called a Howard 350, hence 350 quid. What more do you want?
Yeah, £3.50. £3.50.
I think I don't think this is going to work out. I'll send you an email.
Well, yeah, and I'll charge you £350 for a reply email. All right, guys. I picked up a petrol lawnmower from some lady. Yessie, she said it has just stopped working, so I tried starting it and it fired up and cut out. So I think it might be simple. Yeah, it sounds like it just started up and then cut out again. It's probably just a carburetor clean. Quite easy, quite simple. I'll go for that. See how you get on. Could the carb spray not be just have gone through the air intake? Ken small engines apparently. My basement is full. I have a full basement.
Too much information.
Bruce Penn's in the house.
Boss. Hello, Mr. Bruce.
Down here we go. Oh, someone's got Tim Palmer. Is that you with TV noise in the background?
I'm turning it off now. Right, that's that off.
I just want to thank everybody who could make this happen. I've always wanted all of Micks merchandise, and thanks to Tony when he took over the live. Apparently, Pate's Mowers is getting one of everything. So, thank you so much, Uncle Mick.
That's that bloody Tony. Give my stuff away again, isn't he? He's a kid.
And apparently it was only us.
I reckon you two have been on the wine already.
Definitely.
I'm trying my best here, but my chat is really jumping. It's so sporadic. It's not even funny today. So I really am struggling with my stream, but I will try and keep it going for as long as I can. It's just what it is. I think it's that time of day over here in the UK. People are all using the internet and YouTube and what have you. I've got Bruce down as well. Apparently, how you doing, Bruce? Nice to see you, buddy boy. Thanks for popping on in. So how you doing, then, Jason? You've been well today?
Is he talking to me?
That's you.
Yeah.
He doesn't recognize himself.
He's lost the marbles.
So I saw the lawnmower this morning. I picked up another one, and then I picked another one up for repair. And I'm glad I went to the guy's house to pick it up because it happened to be operator error, and it wouldn't be a mower error. But he ended up having me take the mower back with me so I could just tune it up and call him a day. So I'm going to do a video on it, but the catch-22 is that he has a hill in his backyard, and he cuts his grass, and every half hour, the lawnmower cuts out and dies, and there's oil soaked in the filter. So guess which way he's cutting his grass?
Reversed.
In reverse.
Backwards.
Sideways.
No, so he's cutting the hill. Instead of going up and down, he's going side to side. So when he goes side to side, his muffler's pointed down on the ground. I'm sorry, air filter is pointed down on the ground.
And all the oil's running in.
And oil is going. So if he were to turn the mower around the other way and cut with the muffler side down on the steep hill, he wouldn't have this issue.
Not being rude, Mick. I'm going to go. Let someone else have a chance to get on here, and I'll catch you all soon. Yeah.
All right, sweetheart.
Well,
Take it easy. Look after yourselves. Keep safe.
I've got
Jason, you
I've got
sure
Stuart
just
down there.
isn't
Stuart,
getting
are you
into
there,
the
buddy?
breather
Still,
hole as he
Stuart.
put it that way?
Oh, hold on. Ken was cutting out. Hold on, one at a time. I'm sorry.
Hi, folks.
Hi, Stuart.
Hello.
Hi,
Again,
Stu.
I've tried. Sorry.
What were you saying before, Ken? I'm sorry.
Now, sometimes instead of just saying the muffler, it could be getting into the breather hole in the cylinder when tilted up that way and going right into the breather and sucked into the carburetor.
Oh, okay.
There's a breather hole drilled in the bottom of the cylinder that goes into your.
Oh, okay.
I think what all you lot are all doing is you're all missing.
Suck it in and get the air filter.
You're all missing the opportunity here, aren't you? This is a problem. This is why you're never going to make the money, Jason, that you want to. Had someone said to me, I'm working on a hill and my mower's cutting out, I would have gone around there and priced him up with a 360 digger to dig the bank out and level his lawn. That's what I would have.
Yeah.
That's a lot of space
You know
for my
what I'm
t-shirt
saying?
and yours too.
Capitalism.
Where are we going to put that?
That's what it is. Is Dusty Blonde in the house?
Not
I
seen her
think
in the
someone say
chat.
hello, Dusty. I've not seen her in the chat. Yeah.
Did you watch her
That's what I'm
work?
thinking.
She's somewhere.
Oh, there she is. No, there she is. There she is. There she is. There she is. Hi,
Dusty
Dusty. How you doing, honey?
Oh,
Yeah, I just found a comment. As I say, my chat is doing really stupid things, and I'm really, really struggling to keep up with the chat. Every time I hit a button, it's taking an absolute age for it to come up and muck about. So it ain't good things. I've got a rotation to do. Sparky, hang on to your hat.
See you later, Sparky.
See you later.
Maybe you need to call your tech support, Mr. Briggs and Stratton, and he could help you.
Kinder.
Bruce.
Hi, Bruce.
There's Bruce, the boy. How you doing, Bruce? Nice to see you.
oh, you got problems. Wait, don't run. Hang on. Oh, I'm there.
Are you there, Bruce?
Right. You're right. There's lots of internet trouble out there.
Yeah, it is slowly settling down now, Bruce. I think it is getting there. I know. I always have a problem with. I always have a problem with Ken. Ken always has like a 3 or 4 second delay, so I have to be a bit careful with Ken because he does talk over you unintentionally. So you have to sort of. Yeah, that's just the way Ken is. He's hearing this now, and in a minute he'll reply. 3, 2. There you go. See, I told you.
I think I missed the theme shirt today.
How you doing, Bruce?
Great. How's that? Just great.
You missed a what?
Sparky, is he still in the house? Anyway, he's watching. I know he's watching. This is my old camera. The screen wouldn't come on.
Yeah, he's
watching.
Yeah, he's down there.
So I took all these tiny screens off there and took the screen off. There's a little data cable, but it's not a ribbon cable. It looks like a 8-track thing. But anyway, it wouldn't go. So what did I do? I went and bought the exact same camera used for only $150 with shipping, and it works good.
There you go, brother. Brand new camera.
And the reason why I like this one is because it's got the tilt screen, and the microphone is right down in there. So the sound reflects off the screen, and as soon as I flip the screen up, I get pretty good built-in mic.
Very nice.
So is this an upgrade model? So now we'll be watching Bruce Pender in high definition.
Well, it's high definition, but it's the same model as my old one.
Okay.
No, I'm pretty proud. My dear wife Trudy found it on we have like Craigslist. It's called Kijiji here. It's
yeah. When I do Google searches, sometimes Kijiji pops up. There's a lot of good stuff on Kijiji.
Yeah, it's Canadian Craigslist.
Cool. So you're now back up and running it again now, Bruce.
Yeah, that was only went about 4 days. The camera died. Did you guys see the video of the barbecue fix?
Not yet.
When I cut the sheet metal, I created so much metallic dust. That was the day the camera died.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So, Bruce, you'll appreciate this. One of the biggest debates in our house took place about last summer. We used to do like the real cheapy barbecues where we were replacing them like every other year, and like a no-name brand.
Charbroil.
Let me finish. And I said to him, growing up, we had a Weber barbecue that, I kid you not, lasted like 23 years. And I remember I had moved away from home, and even when my mother passed away, that barbecue was still going strong because my father would just keep rebuilding the archive. And he said to me, no, we're not investing that much money in a barbecue. Let me tell you, I went without him and I bought one. I'm going to do a video and get him to post this thing. It's like the granddaddy. This thing will probably outlive the both of us. It's amazing. I even have the adapter that you can stick in the meat, and you could do it on your phone to see how it's cooking.
Your phone is that hot?
No. It's for the Androids and the iPhone. It can show you how the Weber's cooking.
That's too much technology for me.
Oh, but you could put it on the older models.
She was like, oh, Bruce created a video on a barbecue. I could do a video on our barbecue. I'm like, no, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't.
You can never convince me that a Weber's not a good barbecue. It's a good barbecue.
You see,
mine's made by
for me, as long as the burger or the steak is cooked, I don't care.
There's a difference. You might find this surprising. He doesn't touch the barbecue. I do all the grilling.
Well,
so,
I do the grilling here.
I don't find that at all surprising in any way, shape, or form, because I know as well as you know, children should not be allowed near the barbecue at any point.
I was given these two the other day. Yeah.
So how much?
Oh, it's a
Go and
little,
hang on, Tim. Let me find you, mate.
that's,
Hang on, buddy.
that's
Let
a
me just
little,
blow you up, mate.
that's a little
Let me find you.
plastic lawnmower.
Yeah, that's Mick's favorite.
Little Briggsy. Little. Is that a Quicksilver? Yeah,
Yes, it
Quicksilver.
is, Mick. Yes.
Flymo.
Flymo
Yeah,
Quicksilver.
Yeah, good lad.
Hey, freeze for me. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
but they ain't too bad. I do find that they the paint flakes off them dreadfully. The decks are good, but they are paint flakers. Them ones.
I was also given a sovereign petrol strimmer as well.
Yeah, they're generally not too bad. For a little home use trimmer, they're not too bad. The champion ones and the Mountfield ones are okay, but as soon as you start going to McCulloch and what have, the cheap McCulloch ones, that's where the problems start.
People go nuts over McCulloch here in the States, and I think they're junk.
I think they're junk too.
That's because people are nuts when they buy a McCulloch one. You know what I mean? In fact, I'm going to do when these shops open back up, I'm going to do a comedy video of how much they want for their lawnmowers and trimmers, because what they're charging for McCulloch trimmers at the moment is absolutely disgusting.
Years ago, I did a video where I tried to
Johnny Five.
They go together. The old ones went together like a clamshell, and you had to have everything just lined up absolutely perfect. And then you yanked on it 400 times, and then you threw it against the cement floor and went and bought another one. and I got a lot of static saying that this McCulloch was
I hear
piece of crap.
It runs, but it just needs a new filter.
Yeah, it's probably true.
And I think there's some springs missing from it as well.
In that case, you're very, very lucky. You're very lucky, then, Tim, because half of them don't even start up from brand new.
No, I think it might be missing some springs as well.
No.
On the Governor.
We got.
Hopefully, it's got that main one, right? Oh,
it's got the two. It's got the two.
Looks a little bent up a little bit, like someone was in there.
Yeah, it's got two there, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, there's only one on there.
On the bottom.
No, it's missing a small one on the.
The little one over to that arm.
It's missing
your idle. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The RPM setting. Hey, all by yourself.
Huh?
Is it cold in there?
Sorry, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. That's just my PC doing its thing.
Bruce, he was playing winter dress up.
I'm telling you, my PC. I'm working double time here. I'm working double time to try and get stuff.
And then Cherokee talked her into not dressing me. She's like, "You have to dress yourself." That's all I can come up with. Sorry.
Well, this T-shirt is way tighter now than one before I left for Mexico.
You know what, Bruce? It's just a sign of a good time.
You should be getting rid of your winter fat, Bruce.
I know. Aww. Well, I have been. I moved all of the green and yellow machines. I moved all of the green and yellow machines out of the garage and over to the place where I park them in the summertime. And the gate was still frozen, and I had to bust all of the ice up with this pick. And I tell you, I got my exercise that day. We still got ice and snow on the ground, by the way.
Ali Mack says that the McCulloch chainsaw his old man went for years. I will agree with you there, Ali. The McCulloch chainsaws are not actually too bad. The strimmers, however, are a different story.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I haven't never seen a McCulloch chainsaw. I mean, a trimmer, but over here, McCulloch chainsaws, people go nuts, and I just don't.
McCulloch saws are good.
Are they still yellow? I haven't even looked.
Yellow and black.
Yellow and black.
Yeah. They were a Canadian make at one time, I believe.
And then even like pull-on saws too. I don't. People.
Well,
you can't mention
$100, I think, right, Ken?
As soon as Husqvarna stopped making the Poulan Pro, because that was the only chainsaw that the Poulan was any good with, was the Poulan Pro, which was a poor man's Husqvarna, and they. I know I say it weird, right? But all the other Poulans are garbage, but that Poulan Pro was a good machine.
Yeah, well, you know, it's funny, when she bought a bunch of stuff, she went out.
The old metal
he says
pretty good.
she
out of
bought
magnesium.
Yeah, she bought junk.
Right.
But she bought one with a Husqvarna hedge trimmer, and I went to go order a part for it, And guess what? The schematic came up with cool on. I'm like, oh my God. I would have never thought. I never thought to cross
And
the
look,
two.
I helped to teach you something new.
Right.
I guess.
Learning experience for free.
It's funny, like how on their Red Max, you know, they do the backpack mowers. But now once like the hedge trimmers.
Did you teach him to feed himself yet?
Nick, I can only do a few things at a time. It's like an IEP. You have a few goals at a time. But is it McCollum so popular? I mean, do you build these or?
I would assume so. It seems like they have a cult following, right?
No, I think it's price. It's price.
Well, I mean,
price.
Yeah, it's all based on price. I mean, I will repair them. I will repair them to a degree, but you got to have the spares in to do it. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you just bump them out. They're no good for nothing. Otherwise, it's like anything in our game. It's all right repairing the stuff as long as you have the spares in. If you don't have the spares in, then you got to work for it, and that's where your money goes, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, like I know last night on Matty Olson's live, he was talking about 359s and how the parts are expensive and it's expensive to even find one and hard to find one. Is this like something like that where it's hard to find it and expensive to get it going again?
I think McCullochs aren't just worth fixing.
Oh no, not at all. They're not expensive. Some things are just, you're right, Jay. Some things are not worth fixing. I've got a couple of McCullochs over here, Strimmers, and it's going to be more economical for me just to part them out as spares or repair than it will be to get them going.
Got it.
So
I probably don't want to find these and bring it home to him.
No, don't come home with anything. No.
Cross it off the list.
Not for at least
and they're hard to put together. You gotta have everything lined up perfectly to put them together. Absolutely, it's gotta like.
Where did Mick go?
He's playing.
So
I'm just keep resetting.
Bruce, you always have the pinched fuel line.
Exactly. So I got to
keep resetting because it's playing havoc my end. So if I keep resetting it, it'll work and keep going.
Well, Mick, we're glad to have you back because Bruce was just about to announce your next giveaway of merchandise. So.
Chicken steaks are on.
Well, I have actually got a letter here, which has come from on the back here. It says it's got an address that I'm familiar with, and this has actually come from Dusty Blonde. So I thought, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
So I thought whilst I'm here, I'll open this up and open this little letter up from Dusty. So it's got an address on the back of it. Hopefully she's about. I'm not quite sure what it is. Let's have a quick little get in here if I can. There you go. It'll be easier. I like a nice little bit of mail when it comes out. So I've got a little tiny Dusty Blonde plaque here with a sticker on it, and it just says on it, it says, "This sign belongs to Micks Mowers. Love, Dusty." Aww. Isn't that absolutely fantastic?
I thought she said she was in the basement.
Well, she was. I think she's since left. So Dusty Blonde has actually sent me the sign that she's had on hers for the past 2 or 3 weeks. And I'm going to put that up, Dusty, over the back here so we can all see it every time I go live. Dusty Blonde has sent me one of her stickers, bless her heart, with a little love letter on the back. And she sent me the main event sign that she had on her live stream just the other day. Isn't that absolutely fantastic? So for those of you that don't know Dusty Blonde, go and check her out. She's fast approaching the 1K. She's a bit of watch time going on. Go and check Dusty Blonde out. She's an absolutely fantastic woman. Dusty, I can't believe you sent me the main event sign. You are an absolute star. Thank you, Dusty. Much appreciated. I'll put it just there so we can see that.
Snobby.
Yeah, Dusty and Snobby. Yeah. So,
there?
I'll put that just there so we can see it. We're in the basement at the moment. Dusty was here earlier, but my chat is really giving it some. I really am struggling with the chat. Say again.
V8, man.
Can you hear me or not?
I can hear you.
Oh, you can, Tim, yeah.
Ken, are you still there? All right. Someone said, "Can you hear Mick?" That's all.
Yep.
Can you hear me, Bruce?
You bet. Nobody's moving.
Yeah. I think there's just so much lag at the moment. It's absolutely crazy.
You know, there he is. No, Ken just moved. Okay,
Ken's got a lag.
Ken is.
Yeah, Ken has got lag. In fact, there's a bit of lag all over. And no matter how many times I refresh it, I've done a restart already. And he say again.
Yeah.
Say again.
It is freezing up, eh?
Yeah. I can see Bruce.
Yeah, okay, I'll do another restart.
I can see Ken. I can see Tim. Stuart's waving.
I'll do another restart my side. I'll be back.
I can see everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mick is choppy, but everybody else seems okay. Hey, I'm the host. Free giveaway, $1,000 in the next 5 minutes.
No. Isn't the quid stronger? So 1,000 quid. So then we make out. We get more. 1,000 quid, not dollars.
There you go.
$1,000. There you go.
This offer is only good for 30 seconds.
Welcome to the giveaway.
Did you want us to all just jump
Mick,
off?
you just gave away 1,000
and all of a sudden, it gets so much quieter as soon as I hit that button.
And he gave it to me.
It's all the person next to me.
You'll be next.
Next square's fault.
Why the heck, Jason?
Oh, because I had to dress myself today.
Yeah, bring it around. Bring it around.
It's just pure laziness. He'll grab the closest thing to him.
All right, so then no, I'll just put it.
Look at this mess.
No, I didn't.
I'm mad. A bad hair day.
Briggs
Take a shower, man.
The funny thing is, Jason.
There's no difference.
Jason, the funny thing is, Jason, is that the longer it gets down here, it seems to be the shorter it's getting up here. Have you noticed that? It's like the weight of it is pulling it all down.
I haven't looked in the mirror. I mean, how is it?
I used to have that problem.
Is that what hair in a coat looks like?
I haven't looked in a while.
It's bad.
It's bad. Because I know this is bad.
Do you see what he does?
I can feel because
it looks like
I'm not used to having hair on my neck.
He's pushing it up over the bald spot now.
That's true. That is true.
It's not.
Comb over.
Okay.
Just shave it off.
She won't let me
Get a sharp.
That's how the mullet came about. So I'm gonna grow
The funny thing is, Jason. Jason, the funny thing is, it looks like there's been a tornado or a twister. It's like what was that place where the alien testing went on? It looks like Area 51 at the top of your head.
Just go back and have a look at the live stream after.
Let me say. You know, man, I'm gonna send you a picture from Instagram because you could share this. I don't know how to share it on here.
Me.
Okay, so I want to make a quick little challenge here. Okay, right here, right now, and I will donate £50 of English money to a charity of Jason or Chris's choice if Jason shaves his hair clean off.
Wow. That doesn't mean I offered you $100 for Riley.
I'll counter that and I'll donate 100 for him just to do a haircut.
Not happening.
The mister has had a bad accident when he was little.
Yeah.
This is not the head to shave it all off.
Right.
He needs hair back here.
I do. I got the same issue, man.
Yeah. He was thrown into a glass wall, and it's bad.
Yes, I have scars that run from the top of my head all the way down.
Yeah.
And it almost looks like a car.
Apparently,
I know.
Apparently, scars are deemed as being sexy, so I won't worry about it too much.
Says the man who has a sexy bald head.
Oh, please.
With a scarf. I have a scarf.
Yeah.
I have one right on my face.
Yes, Stuart goes like this.
I'm just feeling what I haven't got.
But now he's got.
So-
I mean, he's even letting his ears grow out. I mean, I don't know what is going on
Well,
here.
I don't know what I want to do
Look
yet.
at Tim.
Get an
how do
electric
you-
razor, set it on 6, and just buzz the whole thing the same length.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Let's
How
just
do you
clean this up a little bit.
Well, I don't know what I want to do. Do I want to go completely caveman through this whole situation, or just let her run me through? I don't know what I want to do.
2 weeks ago,
Okay, so there you go.
we did our own hair. I dyed
say
and
bleach
cut my wife's hair. I dyed and cut her hair, and she
Aw.
did mine. I tell you, and we're still talking.
I tell you something, Bruce. You are one brave man because Mrs.
I
P,
know,
my
man.
Mrs. P, would not let me anywhere near her hair. I'm telling you,
it
nowhere
was,
even
was
close.
tough. Like mine is done with a razor, right? But hers was like you take a little bit, you make it the same length as the last one, and then you take a little bit more and make it the same length as.
Yeah, definitely. So David Young has said
carburetors, then you know hair cutting is good for him. It's therapeutic, it's methodical, and he'll be just fine.
I think everyone can agree.
So David Young has said that he will donate $100 if I grow my hair. So I will match that. I will grow my hair for $100 if Jason shaves his off.
Okay, Mick, will we be able to
$200
tell?
right there.
Mick, will we be able to
$200
tell?
right there.
Yeah, a
Mick,
little
exactly.
Only in certain only in certain areas.
Mick, where is your hairline?
How you doing, Ellis? I've got another celebrity.
Hey, Ellis.
I've got another celebrity coming in the house. We've got a celebrity called Micks Mowers in the house. How you doing, Ellis? Nice to see you, buddy boy.
Oh my God, he's
hope you're doing well. Ellis is
Jesus, man.
Ellis is absolutely killing it at the moment, people. So those of you that don't have Ellis Mowers, get yourself over there and check him out. He's an absolutely fantastic, cool guy.
I feel sorry for him. He was fixing lawnmowers for years and years and years, and now he's got hooked on riding tractors.
Look at Bruce, he just did that sinister laugh.
Ellis is a Southern gentleman. Love his channel.
Yeah.
Love his channel.
To be fair, Chrissy, to be fair, you say he's a Southern gentleman. I've only had him on my live stream once, so give him time and we'll see how that pans out.
Or he's tainted by all of you.
The onion will peel back.
Scott Keller, Mr. Briggs, Scott Keller has said he will give $150 if Jason shaves his hair, says Scott Keller, Mr. Briggs.
150 what?
Never know what Scott. That's true. That's true.
No.
That's true. Bruce is right. Bruce is right.
And this is coming from the man. This is coming from the man who was walking around on a live stream today with no top on. That's all I'm saying.
And it didn't really take some convincing. He kind of just let it go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He was like getting into it quite quick.
You know what I thought was interesting? He walked away for a moment like he was preparing himself, but he just came back and it was just simply unbuttoned. So it was almost like he was working himself up mentally for it. And then
What he was
did it
actually
again
doing,
the second time.
I think what he was actually doing was he went off quick and shaved very quickly because it looked very, very
I
clean shaven.
I didn't want to say it because I don't want to think.
It did look freshly waxed, didn't it?
Not that I imagine men, but I'm like, you know what? I would never picture Scott with a shaved chest. This is just
No, that wasn't shaved. That was a wax chest. Scott has a very smooth chest.
Well, Nick, does he have a smooth chest when you run your hand through it, or who's it?
Mine turned white.
All I'm saying is I think people have been locked up in their houses for too long and started to do some crazy stuff. That's what's going on.
Hey, what about young Harry Potter? You guys, he was on last Friday. Is he on?
No, so remember I
Scotty.
told him that
That's what I call him, Harry Potter.
Scotty is about somewhere.
He's a cutie.
But I told him, I said, listen, it's been 2 months since you posted a video, you came on here, we subbed to you. I said, you better give us a video. He didn't give us a video this
Leave
week.
the boy alone. He'll get to it. These boys have to get comfortable. They'll do it.
Oh, yeah, where's your video?
I'm too busy babysitting.
Who was that? That kid, Daggy or something like that?
Yeah, he was 17 years old, and he had a stack of weed whackers or strimmers hanging in the back of my room.
Yeah. His name was like Daggy, D-A-G-E-E, Daggy or something.
Yeah.
It wasn't Scotty. It was somebody else. I can't remember
Harry.
who it was. However,
His name was Harry.
Harry. Harry. Yeah. However, there is
Harry
another
Daggy.
gentleman in the chat here. He's called Scrap It Man. The comment is down below, just there. That's Martin Butler's boy Gary. He's just released his
I guess
first
I'm going down.
ever YouTube video. Started his channel up. Can you please nip over to Scrap It Man channel? Over to Gary, and he's nearly at 100 already. I can't believe it. If you can go over to see Gary, give him a sub and give him some encouragement. He's done his first ever video, and I know that he's a family that is super duper for the reasons I know, and I'm not prepared to disclose it. But he's a super guy. Go check Gary out. He's super cool.
Okay.
Scrap it.
Scrap it, man.
Yeah, please do that. He is cool.
Go in there now.
There he is. There's Harry right there. Haggy.
Recognize him.
There he is. Yeah, he's there.
Oh, well, the kids are on the same.
He's super
There's a better chance of beating.
There's Harry.
On him.
What's that? What are you laughing at, Jason?
We're reading Cherokee Rebel. I love him. I love him because he can dish it out on him better than I can.
Take a look at an electric wire stripper. Yeah, I just subbed to Scrap It Man. There you go.
There you go. Thank you very much, Brucey boy. He is a fantastic dad, and he has a fantastic family. So yeah, please do support him because hopefully he will start putting content out quite soon.
Gotta get those thousands subs,
Yeah, let's hope so. He is super cool and he knows the reasons why. Granddad's Workshop's in the house. How you doing, Granddad Workshop? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Oh, here's Harry.
Oh, yeah, he's here.
Agreed.
There he is. There he is.
You can punt me if you want to put Harry.
I want to hear.
Because let me do that.
You know
I
what?
want it.
You can let us down, Mick.
We'll be in the chat.
I have no one in the basement as of yet. I want to hear Harry say Wingardium Leviosa and see what it sounds like in Welsh. I reckon it's brilliant.
Mick, can I show you this mirror and see what you think?
You can show me whatever you like, sweetheart. What have you got?
I've got a Husqvarna. Hold on. How can I get this? Hold on.
That's a bad word to Mick.
Oh yeah, husky with a
Bridge
overhead
engine
valve
on
engine on top. Yeah,
It's
that
got-
don't belong on there.
It's got an oil filter on the side of it. And it cooks
Yeah,
really
so,
well. So-
Yeah, it will do.
Right. So
That-
what would you pay for that, or what would you sell it for?
Is that the 500 series on that?
No, it's 300.
Yeah, well, no, I don't think that engine actually belongs on there.
Doesn't it?
No, I don't believe so. Nicky might know. Nicky in the chat, he might know. I've not seen a Husqvarna with that engine on it yet. That engine is off of a hater.
Yeah. Right. It's got an oil filter on the side of it.
An oil filter.
Yeah, like a filter on the car, like on a diesel engine. Or
Like a spin-on filter. There's a spin-on oil filter.
The oil filter, yeah.
Show me again. Show me again.
In the States,
And
you would
sh-
never see something.
Now he's got to find it.
Well,
Right, and whereabouts is your filter?
just to
Whereabouts
on
is
the
the filter?
left-hand side. The left-hand side of it.
Yeah, point on it with your finger.
Just here.
Are you sure it's not a start? Are you sure it's not a starter motor?
No. It's definitely an oil filter. Like you have an
That engine look familiar, Ken?
Yeah.
It's the
Nope.
wrong side.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen one.
The wrong side.
That should be, if you're working on the Time Master
Right.
the same year as mine, that should be the same engine on the Time Master, but there's no oil filter on there.
Right.
That's a Honda engine,
No
or
oil
it's a Briggs. It's a Briggs and
engine.
Stratton
That's a
engine.
Briggs.
But it has to have a.
It's a new
It would have to have an oil pump.
It's Briggs and Stratton, but
It would have to have an oil pump to have an oil filter, right?
Exactly that, Bruce. Exactly that.
It says a Husqvarna WC 48F.
Husqvarna.
Right, and it's an 850. Right.
8.
Husqvarna 850 Briggs and Stratton.
I'm gonna Google that.
If you look in the comments, Ellis hit it right on the head. We would never see that here in the States.
Yeah.
Right.
So that engine is on my Time Master, which is a joke because you could find that on a regular push mower or even a pressure washer. So why is that same 190cc engine on a 30-inch mower with 2 blades? It's like mind-blowing. And it took Briggs a few years to come out with a 10-horsepower engine to actually keep up with a 30-inch mower.
And it's also got, just to help you out, it's got front-wheel drive.
Yeah, most Husqvarnas do have front-wheel drive because a lot of them come over from America or wherever, and lots of American mowers, especially self-propelled, lots of them are Husqvarna and McCulloch's are front-wheel drive.
Really? Do you guys have all-wheel drive? Husqvarna?
Mostly. We have all-wheel drive and we have some back-wheel drive ones. Yeah, it's very rarely you'll see front-wheel drives over here. Quite rare.
We see all kinds of them, eh? Craftsman, the old Craftsman, front wheel drive.
Yeah,
I see way too many of them.
The problem is, and the reality is with a front-wheel drive mower, is that you've got this nice front-wheel drive capability, but as soon as your grass bag gets 3/4 full on the back, you're taking the weight off the front wheel.
Weight off the drive, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, sometimes.
But it is nice for turning corners. You don't have to stop the wheels. You just push down on the back and turn her and go. So that's kind of nice. Yeah. They all have their pluses and minuses.
I've not seen.
But they don't work going up hills though.
Yeah, you know,
I've not seen that engine on a Husqvarna before. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not right. That's not what I'm saying. I've not seen that engine on there before. I've not seen it.
I've never seen that.
Right. That's why I wasn't convinced myself. But I just wanted a second opinion.
How old is a mower?
Oh God, Nick, I haven't got a clue, man.
Because that engine isn't that old in the grand scheme of things.
Overhead valve, eh? Yeah.
I see.
And that's what makes me wonder. That deck doesn't look particularly new to me. No. Especially, I mean, Jason, you had a Husqvarna one in just recently, or you did it. You had one, and then they did a deal in a shop near you, didn't they? Wasn't that the crack?
Yeah. So that video is coming down the pipeline. So yeah, I took one in as a trade-in, and that's all-wheel drive with a Honda. And I've dealt with a few Husqvarnas, and I've never seen them with that style of Briggs engine on it at all. Let alone, I've never come across that with an oil filter on there either. Like, I think I'm not saying it's wrong or right, but I think maybe that's a Frankenmower. Maybe, I don't know. You guys have a different.
Oh, you know what? Okay, I gotta ask. I've never seen so many repowered videos happening in the last 3 weeks. If you guys agree with me?
Yes.
Everybody, Tyrell's repowered. I repowered one. Mick, didn't you just repower one, Mick? Is it because we have a little more time to tinker?
I don't know. I can't speak for you guys because you guys are in different locations. But with us, we were on my live stream this morning. There are no more lawnmowers out there. None.
Right. Yeah, I haven't seen anything come in. So what I'm doing is I'm farting around with stuff that I've got.
Yeah. Like you had that 3.5 that you were working on the other day.
Yeah. I have
that there is the same engine as what you've got there, right?
Yeah, it looks the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same engine.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
and this is for the 56 hater. This is a 48 Pro. I've got the 56 engine. Technically, same engine, okay?
Yeah.
And you're saying you have an oil filter on yours?
Yeah.
Where? Oh, no, he doesn't have
You're showing me.
You're nice to each other now.
If I go take a photograph of it.
Yeah, do that because I'm intrigued because like Bruce said, if you have an oil filter, you must have a oil pump.
Yeah, let me go take a photograph. And I'll be back in a minute.
Well, I shall miss you.
Did you kick him out there?
That'd be good.
Is Jason in timeout?
No, he He just got a ring from one of the machines of a customer he was working on. They want it sooner than they had told him they wanted it. So
Well, that happens a lot.
Linking on from the chat. So you guys can absolutely fill this if there's someone that needs to go in, and we're going to go into the chat. I'm going to go bring out the machine while he gets set up.
Okay, no worries. I'll see you soon.
Oh, Nick,
customers come first. Customers come first.
Jay just said give him a few minutes because he'll come back up. He wants to show you something with an engine.
Yeah, okay, cool. No worries.
Whatever that means. All right.
I sit here with bated breath.
Hold your fingers.
Okay. So Chris has gone down. Martin from Retro Restore is now in the house. How you doing, Martin? Nice to see you, buddy boy. Hope you're doing well. Ellis Mowers is saying, never seen an oil filler on it here in the US. I've seen them on a Snapper, on an SP90 and Troy built. High consumer grade push motors. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 2017 switched. Terrible check. Yeah, I've not seen one yet to date. Not seen one. Even on the Wee Bangs and on the Kawasaki's. Right, where are you? Let's have a look here.
Hey, Nick.
Oh yeah. Okay, other way.
There it is. There's the drive next to it, and there's the oil filter, the yellow.
Yeah, what is that?
That's weird.
You're going to need to
It's
send
like
me
an add-on or something.
You're going to need to send me the make and model of that lawnmower.
Is that the filler?
Yeah, I'll email you.
Yeah, email it over.
It looks tiny.
It looks like it looks like a breather on the filler.
Yeah, that's really weird. I've
Yeah,
not
it looks
seen
like a
that.
breather.
This is a better photograph of it, the side on.
Too small for a filter, no?
Yeah. I kind of like the look of it.
Yeah. It looks very
Yeah,
old.
but you know what, hey Stuart, see if there's the model type and code on the engine, on the muffler cover. The model type and code, so we can look it up.
Yeah, all right then. Do you want me to get that now?
Brandon from BS Small Engine says
Could be on the heat shield of the muffler.
Yeah,
Brandon says that he's seen one once on a Honda engine. Apparently, I've not seen one. As I say, I'm not saying it's wrong. It just don't look right.
No. No. So what sort of
I'll be interested. It'd be interesting to see
on
what
the
that
heat
actually
shield. It should have the model type and code.
Yeah. I'm gonna look.
Yeah,
on the rewinder, the heat shield. Yeah.
Yeah. Should be on the heat shield on those. Yeah, I'd be curious to look it up because that didn't look like a big enough for an oil filter.
So I've got no product to work on. I'm tinkering with stuff that I got running last fall, but I haven't spruced up to sell yet. And that's where my stuff. That's what's happening with me right now. Is anybody else in the same boat? I know Mick's got lots of machines.
I have too much now.
Yeah,
I have too much stuff.
I've got lots of
but it's been raining here, so
Bruce,
that's
I'm waiting on spares. I'm waiting on spare parts.
Still snow on the ground though here, eh? A little bit.
I'm waiting on.
So this is our version. So this is my personal mower. So this is the same as what he had, but there's no oil filter.
No, under the gas tank, Jason. Under the gas tank.
Under the fuel tank.
Yeah.
Under the gas tank.
There's nothing.
Keep going round. Keep going round. Round to the back. Go round to the back.
Yeah, keep going around.
Yeah, in there. Yeah, go in there. Nothing there.
Under the see, there's nothing there.
Nothing. Here's my electric start.
I think it's the breather off.
You have electric start.
Yeah.
I think it's the breather off the dipstick.
Yeah, it's got to be breather.
And then what Ellis was talking about, remember Ellis was talking about the Troy Built XP? Look, this is a 30-inch mower that mine has. And here it is, just a typical push mower. And it's the same freaking engine.
Mm-hmm.
And go under the fuel tank on that one there, Jace. Jace, go under the fuel tank on that one. Under the fuel tank. No, fuel tank, baby. Fuel tank.
That's the filler. I think it's the filler.
Go down. No, yeah.
Yeah. No, there's nothing there. Yeah, nothing there.
Nothing there.
I'd like to see the model type and code though.
What size deck is that, Jason?
This is a 21-inch deck.
That's a nice size.
And then this one here, this is my personal mower. Oh. This is a 30. This is my hot rod.
Right. Gotta have one. Eh?
Yeah, they're absolutely fine until the blades snap on them. Then you're in trouble.
So what I was talking to about Ken,
Stuart, can you type it into the chat?
is that
Yeah.
the blades don't snap. They make the pulleys on this are made of plastic and rubber, and they're garbage. So I didn't know about this until one day I was cutting my grass, and I mean, one flew out. I still can't find it. I think it's in my neighbor's siding, and the blades were clacking like crazy. And then, excuse me, through Tarrell's videos, he told me that you could put an aluminum pulley set from a Turf Master on here and never have the problem ever again. So that's what I did. So I mean, this thing has a couple of tweaks to it to make it is what it is. But it said it took a while for Briggs to put a 10 horsepower engine on here. So I'm not sure if I want to go with the 10 horsepower Briggs and put this on a lawnmower for a repower project, or go with the Turf Master, which is a 6.5 Cowie, you know, because those guys really don't complain about power.
I'll go Kawasaki all day long.
So is that Toro guys he's showing us?
Is that
that's a Toro Turf Master or Time Turf Master.
Yeah, it's the Time Master. Yep.
I've got 3 Toros here at home with the push handles where it goes propels forward.
They're good. They're good all the time. The belts are okay, and the pulleys are fine.
You know what? Here, let me.
I got you, Ellis.
I have a strategy kit on here.
Right, guys, I've got a bit more information on this mower.
Yeah, go on in, buddy. Let's have it.
Right, you said Husqvarna, the engine, but also on the body of it, it's got the badge of the Husqvarna. So the engine has got to match the body, surely. Look.
Not necessarily. Go on.
Right, that's a badge of Husqvarna back? Oh, hold on.
Hang on, I'm coming. Hang on, I'm coming. Where are you? That's Jason. Hang on, I'm coming. Okay, so that's a Husqvarna mark on the deck. Yeah, no problem. Happy with the deck.
Yeah.
And it's got it on the bag as well. Yeah, happy with that.
Yeah.
But that engine don't look right to me.
Right.
Nikki, I don't work with chainsaws as much as I used to, but I'm going to get back into it.
And there's engine number. Oops, sorry.
Okay. I just put Jason on pause. He's making a bit of a racket there.
They hurt my neck, Nick.
Yeah, I know we do, babe. I know we do. Right. Yeah, go on and Stu.
Right, and that's what's on the engine. Well, if I can get this into view, or
no, but on the muffler heat shield will be stamped the model type and code.
Yeah, I tried.
That doesn't do anything. So you need the model type and code.
Yeah, I've tried to do that, but I can't find any. It's too rusty, so I'll have to look at it better and send it to you.
Oh,
sure.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's an interesting.
What I do sometimes, I'll do a little Scotch Brite on the shield and then do a pencil rubbing on a piece of paper.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I'll do that then. Yeah.
Ellis has a good point.
Yeah.
Find the date on the engine and the date on the deck.
Yeah. Well, it might match up. It might match up.
Yeah, I mean, I personally, to me that it just don't look right to me.
Right.
I'm not saying it ain't right, but it don't look right, and I've not seen Husqvarna go that way. Now. Yeah, and I'm interested to see. I'm gonna do a bit of research on that myself to see what that actually is. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that's actually an oil filter.
Get close.
It's definitely an oil filter. It's definitely an oil filter.
Okay. Yeah. As I say, I could be 110% incorrect, and I quite often am. I've not ever come across it before. And I've done all types of haters and those style of engines, and I've never seen one.
What I'll do is I'll send you photographs of the guys. All right.
Yeah.
I'll send you all a photograph of each to you all, and then you can we'll talk about it next time. Yeah, I'll be intrigued. Yeah.
Yeah, Will Higgs says if it was a re-engine, it would make sense to put an engine on with an oil filler, a filter on it. Would be more expensive, surely. Yeah, definitely. It don't make sense. I've not seen it, so it's weird.
It looks too short for.
I'm going to look at the Briggs service manual to see if they show it in the service manual.
Yeah,
possibly.
I'll get the manual of it. I'll download it.
Like a real book.
Yeah.
Online. I like Manuals Live, Manuals LIB. I like that place.
PDFs.
Right. Another mower, guys, if you ever come across one, is Allet. What do you think to them? Cylinder. Allet mowers.
Think of what? Allet?
Allet. Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Oh, they're
Allet.
you know, we've just got some new ones at work. I went down Windsor ages ago, and they're at the Windsor show down Windsor. Absolutely brilliant mowers, cylinder mowers. Allet Buffaloes, they're called.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where are they manufactured?
In Britain, they are manufactured near Warrington.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pete Frauth says they're like an Atco.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Okay. Yeah, I've not seen them. The thing is, what we got to sort of bear in mind is that the majority of stuff that I get come in is about 4 years old on a recycle. So it's not very often I get a lot of brand new commercial stuff come in. I'm more into the older stuff that people just don't want no more and just want fixed or want out of it. So I don't tend to do the newer stuff.
I love to go into the stores to see what I'm going to be working on in 4 years.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
There's too many cables on all of them.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, Roy.
Will Hicks says the Allet mowers are an awesome bit of kit. From bowling greens love them, and some golf courses use them on the greens as well. So,
a lot of football pitches use them now.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Not right now.
Do they come? Yeah, not right now. Do they come with the fine reels on them, or are they?
Yeah, they do. They come with the scarifiers. They come with the changeable depths, like the what's the other mower? You can change the depths on them. Yeah,
well, that was quite a contraption.
Brushes, extra things like that.
Okay, cool. I'll have to keep an eye out.
That contraption.
How you doing, Roy?
Yeah, not bad. You?
Yep, you know me, mate. Rocking and rolling.
Yeah, I like your letter from Dusty Blonde, mate.
Yeah,
can't believe it.
Yeah,
can't believe it.
Yeah.
She sent me over. Bless her little heart. She actually sent me over the main event sign. Can you believe that? Absolutely, I can't. She is a wonderful woman, without a doubt. Wonderful woman. I've always said that about Dusty. So, Bruce, are you actually running out of stuffing? Are you literally dire straits already?
Well, I'm working on stuff from last fall.
Oh, really?
But we still don't forget. Like, we're getting warm weather just now, so there's still 6 inch drips of snow in the yard. So people haven't even pulled their lawnmowers out of their sheds and found out they don't start yet. Like I expect to get 20 machines next week.
Yeah, with all this social distancing, you're going to have to take a staff on.
Yeah,
I've got 2 coming next week, mate.
You got 2 in?
I've got 2 coming next week. Yeah.
Good lad. I want to see, after our last chat, I want to see that ride-on mower you've got with the sit-on roller. I want to see that.
Oh, what the Atco?
Yeah.
Yeah, the old one.
Roy was saying he's got no content at the minute. Yeah, he's got in his stash. He's got a cylinder mower with a ride-on roller on the back with toes behind it, and he said he's got no content.
It's about a 30-inch cylinder.
That's that's called
a roller. Sorry, what's that?
That's called content. No, yeah, that's content. That's a project. That's a project.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it is an old one. I have to admit.
We don't see the rollers. We don't see rollers here. We don't see the rollers.
It took 2 of us to get it into the motor. Is that heavy?
Oh, sorry. There you go.
Yeah, that's nice. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah.
That's our mower we got. That's the mower we got actually at work at the moment.
Wow. Yeah, nice. Lovely. Yeah, if you can find your way to put one of them in the back of your van and bring it down to me, feel free to do so, Stu.
Yeah, all right then. Okay. What? Try it out for a day.
I don't. No. I mean, sort of like a permanent loan is what I'm talking about.
with your little cylinder mower.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't think I'm going to be backlapping that one, Pete. You got no chance.
Yeah, you can backlap it, Roy, can't you? Get on it. I've got to do my little Suffolk punch this week. That's going to be on my bench this week. I've got to get that one looked at, get it running.
I've backlapped once. It done all right. It cut paper afterwards.
To be fair, Roy, for what it costs, I've got to do the blades on this Suffolk. I'm just going to take the blades out and send it away because I think you can get it done for about 30 quid.
Ooh, well, they charge about £4.50 an inch.
It's about £30 down my way for the entire blade. So I'm just going to shove mine down there. They can sharpen up. I'll bring it back. Done.
The thing is, they need the whole cassette because you've got to do it with the actual bottom blade as well.
Some you do, some you don't. Some you just put the blade on and it does it itself, mate. Some you do, some you don't. And then when you bring it back, you just adjust it to the back blade itself. So it all depends. Hi, Monica. How you doing, honey? So what are you working on then, Bruce? What are you actually physically doing then?
I just finished that little project where I got a part 1 and part 2 on the Tecumseh, and now I have a Honda 214 that just smokes, like it's just a core of blue smoke. It's oil, and I'm not sure whether to part it out or sell it. It's not worth $40 if I sell it. So
well, it could,
and there's $150 worth of parts in it.
Bruce, you were just saying, brother, that you got no content. Why can't you strip it down and repair it?
Yeah, I guess I should put a set of rings in it, eh?
Hey, do you know what, bruv? Put a set of rings in there, oversized rings, and away you go.
Yeah, I think so. It might be fun, eh?
Well, I mean, I was having a chat with Jason from Pate's Performance today, and he was on about the discussion was bent crankshafts. That was the discussion,
right?
And lots of people don't have a crankshaft straightener, the authentic way of doing it. Lots of people have a nice big heavy hammer. Over here, the crank straighteners are about £250 to £300 a go, and it ain't worth doing. So I've just done an engine rebuild where I took the bent crankshaft out, put a new crankshaft in. I've got a really, really good deal from Briggs & Stratton on a crankshaft.
I saw that.
And I was able to replace that for, I think it's about £38.
Bloody hell.
And that engine is up and running, Video come out very soon. So for me, I would much rather spend 2 or 3 days in the shed stripping it out and putting it back together how it should be than just stripping the engine out for parts all day long.
Okay.
Well, Mick, I've actually just done a mower like that. The crank was bent today, I found out. And I've taken the old engine off, tried to bend it back with a really large sledgehammer. And it didn't work. So take the engine off, put another Briggs & Stratton engine on it, on the main body.
Yeah, so. That's the cheap way of doing it, okay? Because you can get a second-hand Briggs engine or whatever engine. But what I'm saying is I've actually just taken the shaft out and put a new shaft in.
Ah, right. I was thinking of doing that because obviously I try and get into my workshop to show you guys my workshop, and I was going to show you that mower actually done today, where I took the engine off and showed the engine with the bent crank and it turned it over. Yeah.
The nice thing about putting a set of rings in that Honda would be, it's really interesting for people to watch because you can take the rings out and put them back in the cylinder, and you can show the ring gap is 100 instead of 10. So that's actually that's interesting, Mick. I think I will do that. Thank you. Well,
I mean, it's sometimes it's nice, Bruce, just to sort of step away from the normality of what we do, isn't it? Sometimes it is nice, to actually get a pan off, have a look inside, and
cleaning carbs.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It just breaks up. I'm not saying the normality. It's just we do tend to have a lot of repetitive stuff coming in. Now all of us do, because that's the line of work we're in.
That's what pays the bills.
But to actually sit down, yeah, exactly that. But to sit down and take the pan off, and and have a good in-depth chat about it. That's what excites me to do what I do. Same as this one here, this little puppy. That's the one I did the piston rod, new rings, hone the cylinder out, and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's a little bit of an oil burner. I think I might have put my oil-in rings in just a touch too close together. I might pull it back out and just shift them around a bit more. I think they may have moved when I put them in. But it don't drink a lot of oil. It just burns whenever you start it up. And because I use that one commercially, I'm forever stopping and starting it. So every start up, it throws a bit of oil out, a bit of smoke out. So it does a little tiny bit. But I did a 5-part video on that.
It's like an old Chev V8, eh? Just a little puff of oil when you start it up. Eh?
Yeah, and you know it's there. And do you know what? I could never sell it because unless you told the person every sort of day you go out to use it, check the oil. If you had someone who would do that religiously, I would sell it no problem. But because most people would just fire it up and chuck it in the shed afterwards, it would seize up within 4 months. But I've now had that now for when did I do that? That was probably back in June last year. So we're getting on nearly a year, and it does not miss a beat. Doesn't miss a beat.
This one has the blade doesn't turn until you pull the lever, and it has that clutch. So the engine itself has a bigger flywheel than a standard aluminum flywheel, because it would never run right if it had a standard flywheel. So it's actually quite a machine, really. It's quite a machine.
Bruce, I know what you're saying, Ken. When you do your first major rebuild and it starts up, I know what you're saying, brother. Oh. It's an accomplishment. When I first did that one, and I rehomed the cylinder and did everything on it. I've got lots of help coming in from people as well. Taking measurements and checking the cylinder wasn't asymmetric and whatever. Got lots of help. But when it fired up and it just went straight into idle mode, I was quietly behind the camera, dancing my head off, because
I do the happy dance in front of the camera, man. I don't care.
It's such a nice feeling when you work on something.
Especially if you're doing it for a customer who's paying for it.
Yeah, I was like that when I started my stationary engine for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I could tell, Roy, that as soon as that little thing kick started into life, I could tell that how pleased you are, and that is what it's about. It's about accomplishment. If you can get something that's come in that's dead, and someone's going to throw it in the tip, and you get a little bit of love and a little bit of attention and a few new parts, and it fires up. Yeah, it's lovely. When that happens.
I mean, that didn't start. That hadn't been started since the 70s, so that's like 50 years nearly.
I just do a valve right on a flathead. I get just jacked when it just fires up and runs better than it did before. You just go, it's like
exactly that. The only other best point I've ever seen in your life, Roy, was when you first fired that machine up and you didn't have it bolted down and it tried shooting off across your work.
Oh no, that was the other one. That was the little Robin when I had it on me workmate. Do you remember the yellow one? He started bouncing everywhere.
We've all done that.
He couldn't grab it because it would have tore his arm off. So he had to sort of let it go.
Check the video.
Well, thanks for the advice, guys. I just want to run out there right now and start pulling off covers.
The one I was talking about, Mick, was that big, heavy stationary engine when I first got that one. That's the one that hadn't been started for nearly 50 years.
Yeah. Polar Ed says that I cringe every time I start my pulling engine after the fresh and fire up. Well, there you go. See, it's nice. It's nice because you don't know whether that piston rod's going to go straight through the side of a casing, or did I tighten that up tight enough, or did I not? Oh well, let's have a little look. Do you know what I mean?
That's right.
Is it going to hit you in the legs or not?
If it goes around twice by hand, it should go around 4,000 times with gas.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I got some. Hey, Mick.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever start an engine up knowing it didn't have oil in it, and you forgot until it was running for about 2 seconds, and then and then shut it off, and then it still ran?
Not yet. Be right back.
Not yet.
I blame mine on age.
What I do with all of my engines that I sort of leave overnight, and if I've got no oil in them, what I do, I've got a notepad here. And literally, I get a piece of paper, I put it over the oil filler, and put the oil filler dips it straight through it, so I know it's got no oil in it. Yeah, that's just how I've always worked.
I still done
but see, Home Depot does that. Home Depot does all their mowers. They have a big tag. It says no oil, and they still blow them up.
Yeah.
Well, funnily enough, Ken, that's what happened to that one. That engine came off of a brand spanking new Hater 56 Pro, and the person who bought the lawnmower went to the shop. He's had Haters previously, and the bloke said, "Do you want me to fire it up for you?" And he said, "No, I know what I'm doing. I've had them for years. Don't have to show me." So literally, they pushed it into the back of his van. Off he went. He went to his lawn. He fired it up. 30 seconds later, it stopped.
Yeah.
And so he took it back. And I had a bit of a tape because the company said, "Well, you said you knew what you was doing, and you never filled it up with oil." And I thought it was up and ready, working, and so anyway, they sold me that engine for 30 quid and said it was C solid. I got it home, put a socket on the head, and just on the flywheel, turned it over, and it turned. So straight with oil, but obviously there was damage already been done to a piston rod. So, but it's lovely. It's lovely when it happens.
Mick, you did a nice one there. It almost like it wasn't finished being assembled. It was clean underneath, no scratches on the paint. Grass box was empty, but it was missing. Governor springs and air filters, and that was a weird one.
Really, really strange. So, and I had a bit of negative press on that, not via YouTube, but via the selling site that I sell on. People saying that's not a new lawnmower, blah 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 blah. I can see the rust. Well, there's going to be rust on it because it's been sat out in the elements and in a garage where there's moisture, and anything that's that's metal is going to rust to a degree anyway. But I've come to the conclusion, I think, that when it was assembled, Briggs and Stratton or any engine manufacturer, as we all know, they assemble the engine, they put a little tiny shot of the old startup oil in there, don't they? Just to give it a quick wet whistle. They fire it up. Yeah, it fires up for like 20 seconds. They shut it down. Engine's done. Move it on the belt. That's what they do. I've got this feeling that matey just literally. It was a Friday lunchtime, and he put the carburetor and tank on, put the air filter on, and went home. And I'm convinced. Yeah, I'm convinced it never had no springs on it. She said she bought it from new, got it out the box, put it together. It never started, so they bought another one.
Right.
That's what I did.
Cool. That was a dream find. That was a nice find. Did it sell good?
Yeah. Sold very well indeed. Yeah. It's now.
You don't have to say how much.
Dirt Rider says. Cool. Dirt Rider says transmission fluid is good for unfreezing small engines.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Anybody?
It's sold for good money and is being used semi-commercially just for little tiny lawns, just for your little housing estates and what have you. So the gent mega pleased with it. Yeah, really happy with it.
Good. Hey, has anybody been using muriatic acid and transmission fluid as a lucenol?
Again.
With acetone,
acetone and transmission fluid together makes it like the old lucenol that you used to be able to buy that actually worked. Yeah, I got that from Steve's Small Engine Saloon. He's fun.
Ellis Mowers says Ken Small Engines did that on a brand new Honda engine last year, seized up, but was able to save it with WD-40 and lots of turning of the brake with the breaker bar.
Yeah.
Was that you, Ken?
I didn't do it. He's telling me he did it. He's telling me that he did it.
Oh, okay.
It says there Ken Small Engine did that on a brand new Honda. So maybe I just read it wrong. Beg your pardon. He also Ellis says that always. Okay. Ellis says always one or two blown up with no oil in them from a customer. Returns lots after every year. Yeah, you get lots of that. Yeah, lots of it. People are just sort of a little bit, that's the way people are sometimes. They buy brand new machines out of shops and they just I can't figure it out sometimes.
No, for me it's easier to sell
a big sign that there's no oil. That doesn't count.
For me, it's easier to sell $160 machine than it is to sell a $40 machine. Somebody's selling they're buying a $40 machine and they go, well, can you deliver it? And does it come with a warranty? And can you help me load it into my car? It's like, ugh.
Can you cut my grass with it?
I take it all three of those answers are no.
And then the guy that pays $160
for a buck.
Yeah. And then the guy that pays the big bucks shows up with a pickup truck and a buddy, and they load it up. They've got tie-down straps, and he's got gas. And he asks you, you got any more?
Yeah. Puller Ed says he had a guy call me today wanting to know where to put the little jug of oil that came with his new strimmer.
Walk away.
Walk away.
I hate those four-stroke trimmers.
Well, aren't they heavy?
People are just like that sometimes. You know, you have to sort of, you know, cater for idiots too. People buying Massport contractor mowers along with what's that say? That jumped. Along with WeBank, use both mowers on my weekly job. Don't like them. I've had any mowers. Yeah, I like the WeBanks. I quite like them. I've not had many in, but I do quite like the WeBanks. But again, you know, it's all down to preference on what it is you're cutting and you know, what frequency and all that sort of stuff. For professional guys, it all depends. There are no signs. What's this say here from Ellis? For no shows I get from mowers less than $100 is mind-boggling, Bruce. Lots of hits, but no serious buys yet. Well, I think that's the same everywhere we go. Is you get, yeah, is this available? Can I have it now? If I pay so much cash, can I pick up straight away? Yeah. And yeah, come on round. You wait in like a fool, and they don't turn up.
You're waiting for somebody to show up, and nobody does, and then 4 people show up, and you say, "Well, that one's supposed to be sold." I got this idiot that says he's coming by, but he's not showing up, and I'd love to sell you this. And he feels bad, you feel bad, and the guy that said he is going to take it never shows up.
It's when they say, "Can I come round?" You say yes. What sort of time? You arrange a time, but don't go. You then send them a message to say, "Are you still coming?" They then read the message, but don't respond. It's like they're hiding.
Well, I actually say if you're not here by 3 o'clock, I'm going to sell it to the guy that's standing right there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm now in the same boat as you, Bruce. You know, I say right, say 2:30 in the afternoon. If you're not here by 3 o'clock, it's on to the next person. Simple as that. That's what.
Yeah. And you know, Trudy takes on all of that for me. She does the posting on Kijiji or Craigslist or whatever the community post, or even Facebook has a community post. She does that. She contacts the customer. She brings them in. She'll come out and say, "We got a guy coming at 2:45, and if he doesn't show up, we'll sell it at 3." So I love that. That's the part I hate. I like that Trudy does that for me, and it just takes the stress away from it. That's the part I hate. I like fixing them. I don't like.
Yeah. See, you see, I don't have an admin staff like you, Bruce.
Well, you know,
I
Trudy
just take someone on.
She just retired
because
40,
you're right.
She just retired after 41 years last December, and I don't think she had 2 weeks sick leave in the whole 41 years that she was working. She's my admin.
Does she really? That's all right.
See you later, Mark.
Wow.
Well, you can't beat that because you know. Getting them working is one thing, but taking the photographs and listing them up and all the rest of it, yeah, it can be tough, especially when you're dealing with members of the public. It's like Roy will verify this. Over here, the haters do sell quite well, which is quite a common thing. Hi, Granny. They sell very well. I had a hater 41 in. I sold it for around about 150, 120, somewhere in there. I could have sold that machine 25, 30 times over. The same machine. Literally, if I'd had 20 of them, I would have sold every single one. And when you're trying to repair engines and reply to people and what have you, it takes a lot of your time up.
It's nice to have four. It's nice to have 4 or 5 of them running, ready to go, and then when people start coming, and they'll go, "Well, I didn't see that one," and they might not even buy the one that they came to. So you don't have to change the ad; they buy a different one, and you can leave that ad up, and you can just keep on rolling, and that works really well too.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've not got to that stage this year yet. For the past 4 years, I've been at that stage. I had them all lined up, about 15 mowers. I had one, and it was actually a Tecumseh, bearing in mind. I had one, and it didn't look very nice. A bit of paint flaking. It was only sort of like 40, 50 quid. It was a mower. I had it for like 4 months, and it ran nice for a Tecumseh, which is very rare. And it would not sell. So in the end, I bought it in. I stripped it right down to bare metal, give it a complete rust treatment, undercoat, paint job, lack of a lot. Left it overnight, put it all together, put it out on the side, and someone walked in the garden to pick up a mower, and they're like a magpie. They see it glistening in the sunshine, but it's fresh lacquer. I'll have that. I'll have that. Well, you don't know how much it is. I don't want that one. But that's the one I want.
We call that a 2-can overhaul, right?
Yeah, exactly that. You know, it's
have you had any more Vikings in?
Yeah, I sold my hater today, didn't I, mate?
No, I've had no more Vikings in at all, mate. It swings and roundabouts. this year seems to be a Mountfield year, Mountfield and Honda year for me. Last year it was more Briggs and Stratton and the odd special one that came in. But this year it's definitely been Honda and Briggs's, definitely.
Well, I've been doing this for about a decade or more. I've been doing it all my life, selling them. And when I started 10 years ago, 80% of them were Tecumsehs here. And then it went, to a Briggs Tecumseh mix, and then the Hondas started showing up. And then the Hondas started to show up. And now it's only about one Tecumseh out of 10 now.
Yeah.
Usually dragged in.
I mean, as the years go on, I think it'd be nice to see less and less Tecumsehs as we go, and eventually, what happens is we'll get down to the last Tecumseh ever made, and we can burn that at the stake, and we'll have a big party whilst we're doing it.
No, and then Road King will start doing those instead of his old 5S.
Yeah, and as you and Ken says,
as long as there's snow,
yeah. What is it, Mick? As long as you can burn them with the torch plugs, is that right?
Yeah,
totally right. Yeah.
Was that you that threw that one? I thought you'd throw one over your shoulder the other day.
Are you
right? Roy, I'm making a necklace.
Are you posting that to me? Are you?
You see, Ken. I would never have even bought that spark plug.
I saved it for you. We're going to make you a necklace like Carol does.
Yeah,
I would never even have even brought that spark plug into the warm. I would have just thrown it out in the cold and left it there to freeze.
Are you going to send that to me, Ken? Are you?
$17 postage.
Oh, I got yelled at. It smelled like fuel because it didn't ever fire.
Well, send it to me. I'll get it working.
It'll be worth it, though.
There you go. Ellis says, I had a genuine Troy built, self-propelled. That's 30 years old and in good shape with no issues. I posted it yesterday, no hits. Sold ones in much worse condition, shape, that were much newer for the same price within hours. There you go.
Yeah.
That one I got today, Mick. That one I got today for nothing is for 2003.
It didn't glitter, Ellis?
What was that one? What was that, Roy? What was that?
I picked up an old Troy, an old TB one today for nothing, 2003, and it's self-driving. It's got like a handle like that on top where the handle is. Weird looking thing. So I'll be doing a video on that.
Yeah, but that's the one that you
like an
you're trying to find out stuff on it, weren't you?
Yes,
yeah,
right.
Yeah. Jason, that 5-horse Tecumseh horizontal is a good engine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, this is how I advertise my mowers. Look at this.
Yeah.
Hello? Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
That's
beautiful.
That's how I do mine.
Look at the size of his garden.
That's beautiful.
That's not his, but that's his neighbour's.
Did you pay your neighbour to have that photo on his lawn?
That's my garden, acre and a half of garden I've got.
Nice.
Yeah. 3 hours to mow it.
But you
advertise my mowers.
Yeah. But you're exactly right, and I do it very similar. When I put mine in front, I've got a big magnolia tree right in the centre of my garden, and I generally put my lawnmowers up for sale after I've cut my grass. So I cut my grass with a hater, so I put nice stripes down there. And someone sees like this little mower here, this one here, right? This little Tesco's jobby, right? They see that and they go, God, that mower does a lovely job. And when they take it home, they think, they don't cut nothing like it in the photograph. Nothing like it.
And it was the fertilizer you did 2 weeks ago that's making it look good.
Yeah.
Will Higgs says, Stuart, your garden is the pub garden, is it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But again, it's like a shiny penny. If your lawn looks nice and all the rest of it, and you set the atmosphere off, and it's going to work. If you've got a photograph of a lawnmower with the handles collapsed in a shed with a trampoline on top of it, it's never going to sell. It ain't going to sell.
It's all presentation.
Anyway, Mick, I'm going to drop off now, Mick. Gonna go and watch a bit of TV now with Dizzy Doyle. Right?
Oh, and babe, no
Right
worries.
on.
Thanks for coming up, Roy.
See you later, Roy.
Thanks for having me up.
Nice to see you, Roy. Always nice.
Yeah, see you later, everyone. Bye, bye.
Later, mate.
Bye.
Later, Gator. And we got someone wants to come up now. I've got a bit of a queue. Roy's going. Mr. Briggs can come on up. Oh, no, wrong person. Sorry, Ken. Wrong person. Okay. There's Mr. Briggs. Hey there, Mr. Briggs.
Mr. Briggs.
Yeah,
what a great
you want to
name.
bring someone else up and I'll go out? Do you want to bring someone else up and I'll go out?
I have got someone down there, mate. Yeah, I've got someone down there.
Go on then.
Right, mate. No worries. Cheers.
See, Bruce, this is Mr. Briggs. This is the real Mr. Briggs.
Okay.
And this is Mr. Stratton.
Okay.
Don't you have a Mr. Tecumseh?
Yes. Not yet.
on its way.
Empty beer
On its way.
can. Well, that's a
But
nice name.
I got something today.
What a fluke. Your name is Mr. Briggs.
I got something that you guys will probably won't believe I found on the side of the road.
As long as it ain't at Tecumseh, I don't mind.
Oh no, you'll like this.
If it's a Tecumseh, you're getting booted. It's as simple as that. Just beware of that.
Nope, it's not a Tecumseh.
Maybe a case of short plugs.
Wasn't Tecumseh the Canadian Indian chief that kicked the hell out of the Americans during the big revolution?
Yes, sir.
And that's why the American.
Yeah. I don't know who. I don't know. Actually, I don't know what side he was on, but I know he was a hell of a warrior.
Bruce, would you buy an engine named Pocahontas?
You're welcome, Chris C. No worries, matey boy. Glad I could help you.
No, my neighbor threw out an Echo trimmer that he bought last year because he couldn't get to start.
Perfect.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't mind the Echo stuff.
Just like the Echo I had today, the blower. I just put fresh gas in it.
Echoes are a good mid-range machine all day long. I like the Echoes.
I'm going to start doing two strokes again this year, guys. It's been about 4 or 5 years.
No way.
Yeah, well,
okay.
I think I'm going to spend a little more time on getting them right before I start yanking them forward.
Okay, so all I'm going to say to you is, Bruce, if you're going to start doing two-stroke yankers, do you have enough blood pressure tablets to keep you going for the season?
I know.
Or Bruce, do you have enough broiler pans to put the parts in?
I got 3. Once in a while, I fill up a pan and I have to leave it for the day, too. That bothers me. I think I started that kick. A lot of guys are using them now.
Well, all I'll say, Bruce, is good on you. If you're going to do it, fantastic. Can you please, and I think you would anyway, because you're that sort of bloke, leave your mistakes in and your fails in, because that is half. That is half. No, come on. Leaving your mistakes or your fails in is half of the education.
Oh, of course.
That people need to see.
And then the phone rings.
I'm not convinced that 3/4 of the two-stroke stuff on here that just starts straight up, works like that. Go back the next morning and record it the next morning. Do you know what I mean? Let's see how you fare then.
Mickey, I left all my.
When the person
do you remember?
What's that, Ken? Sorry.
So again, I said if I left all my mistakes in, there would be anything left.
When the person has different clothes on.
Yeah,
that's what I use, though, Mick. No oil in mower, whatever. I stick one of these on the mower.
Yeah,
no oil.
Same thing. I use a bit of paper.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, but people can't read.
So I've got the memory. I've got the memory.
Tim,
I'll drop down, Mick.
Tim, can I drop you down, buddy?
Yeah, mate. Drop me down.
Cheers, mate. Ta.
You doing okay?
Cheers, buddy.
It's like you're struggling a bit there. Oh.
So we have a celebrity in the house. This bloke is without a doubt one of the top YouTubers I know, possibly. We have this young lad just here. Well, I can get him up. There he is. How you doing, buddy boy?
Hey, Henry.
Yeah, good thanks. There's Harry.
Harry. We're calling you Harry Potter.
Is it Henry or Harry?
Potter now.
Harry.
Are you there, Harry?
Yeah, I'm good.
Grasshopper.
Uh-oh.
How you doing?
Black screen.
Who? Oh, Strozen.
Going very well at the moment.
Hello.
So tell us, what you working on?
There he is.
Yeah, all good
now. All good now. What
There he
you
is.
working on?
Hello.
Are you doing okay there?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Good. What's your breaking? What are you breaking today?
There he is. He's there now.
No, nothing today. Settling today.
Right on. How many subs have you got now? I didn't look.
You're not doing it.
28, I think.
Okay. You're on your way.
I got 4
videos ready. You got to start.
I'm struggling with the editing.
Harry, I ended up changing fuel.
Sorry, what was that?
Yes.
We got somebody got their old YouTube page still up. Sometimes if you shut that off, that might help. Not the StreamYard.
Is it still there? I think it might be. The young laddie. I think he's freezing out. His Wi-Fi is not all that. He's frozen at the moment.
Right.
I'll kick him from the basement and he can rejoin.
Ralph sent £5.
See if that brings him back. Yeah, I've got a super chat there. Thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. I got a 5. What's that? Deutschmarks or something? Is it? Euros could be. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. I've got 2 highlighted chats here in my StreamYard. It's really weird how this is working today. My chat is really difficult.
Sometimes
really difficult.
What I do is I turn off my YouTube link down to this so StreamYard can run without the other one on.
All I've got running at the moment, Bruce, is just my StreamYard owner. Yeah. My YouTube's gone. I've got nothing else running. But
me too.
Tonight it's really glitchy. I really am struggling with it, but we're getting there.
The communications companies are going to learn something in the last couple months because things have sure been busy out there. Right? I'm really glad. I worked for the phone company for 34 years. I'm really glad I'm not there.
Yeah. Does anybody use Zoom? I mean, I've been looking at Zoom recently to do something.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of feedback from you, young man. Whatever device you're using, I'm getting so much feedback off of you, buddy boy. It must be what you're using, or
Harry. Maybe you need a headset.
Yeah, you maybe a pair of earbuds might help out, buddy. I'm getting so much feedback from you. It's crazy. I can't. That's Euros.
There's too much echo.
What's the on a phone?
Have a question for you guys. What leaf blower would you recommend business use for reliability and power for course fair price? Well, I would probably go. I'll probably go steel leaf blower for me. Well, he says business use. He says business use. So the Echo is good as well, Bruce.
Echo backpack.
Yeah.
Echo backpack is fantastic. The new steel is it the 420 or 440? I think. That's a good blower.
No, they have 800 here.
Oh, 800. That's a good one. Red Max is Pull a Bear.
The new steel small chainsaw is made in China now.
Yeah. Red Max is Husqvarna, same thing.
Have you got earbuds in there, Harry?
Yeah, switch rooms. Is that any better?
That's much better, sweetheart. Much better.
Oh, brilliant.
There you go. So what have you been working on there, Harry boy? What have you been doing?
Sailing mainly today. I haven't worked on anything today.
You lazy toe rag.
Where are you
There's
based there, Harry?
There's us. We've been working our asses off, and you've been doing nothing. Ellis Mowers is going out the stream. Thank you very much, popping Ellis. Much appreciated, buddy boy. I'll catch you next one, mate.
I never even saw you, Ellis. Stay with the tractors.
He is looking to pop up another time. He's been a bit busy. What was that here? Theo says. What did Theo say? Theo says, at Micks Mowers, thanks for the Suffolk Punch mower drive problem video. It helped me out a lot. There you go. That's what it's all about. It's all about helping each other out. There you go. So I'm more interested as to why you think it's okay to be sat around doing nothing all day whilst I've been sweating my backside off in the shed. What's that all about?
It's the only day off I've had, Mick. I've been busy all this week, manic.
What's a day off?
What's a day off? What's a day off, Bruce? Exactly. And I'll tell you something. Bruce has been retired for years, and look at he don't get a day off.
I am actually more than 3 times your age.
Bruce, that's poor planning, mate. Poor planning.
I know. I went to the doctor and I told him I can only work 5 hours manual. I went to the doctor and I told him I could only work 5 hours manual labor a day, and he said that's about 4 hours more than a lot of people.
I don't get a day off. I get
the thing is, Bruce,
Go ahead.
You see, the thing is, Bruce, is that Phil just gets up on his high horse there, starts giving it all the big one. He spends half his life on his laptop emailing me questions on how to fix lawnmowers. So don't go giving it all of that, Phil.
Hey, no, I don't. I promise you I do not. Because I ain't got a laptop.
Hopefully you're used to taking some flack here, Harry. Hopefully you're used to taking it.
Don't make me pull up my emails, Phil.
Listen, I need some serious help with these keepers. Come on, guys. Some serious help with these fellas.
I can't remember a word you're saying. I don't know about you guys, but you've got very quiet recently. So go on.
Keepers.
Tell Bruce what your problem is. I think you need to just modify your valve spring device. Is what I think you need to do.
Oh, you're having a hard time with your valve keepers on a flathead there?
Right, Bruce. So, yeah, I've got a flathead. I got a Kohler K40-141, right?
Oh, that's right. You mentioned this a week or two ago.
Yeah. I'm still playing with it, and I've just stuck some new valves in there and got the managed to get the right gap now. I took a bit off the ends and stuff. Great, all done. Now I'm gonna get the springs and the keepers back in.
Have you got a valve?
All I end up doing is chase them around on the floor.
Have you got a valve spring tool?
I've got one, yeah. It's not one as designed, I don't think, for a Kohler. It's an old vintage one, but it was for motorbikes, and it does lift the valve springs.
Is the keeper on its own like a washer, or does it have the 2 little clips?
The 2 little clips.
Yeah, those are hard.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
On the end of the screwdriver.
Try a magnet.
Compress it and then use grease on the end of the screwdriver and stick them in there.
Right, because I've been using a magnet. I've got a magnet on the end of a pickup stick.
Well, get some stiff
grease on the end of a stick or on the end of a screwdriver. Yeah.
The
grease will let it stick to the stem.
Ken, any chance of popping around down my end and sticking them in for me? Because I'm chasing these things.
I don't even know. I don't even think there's any flights between New York and England now.
Sometimes you can use the toothpick too.
I'm getting to the point. I'm beginning to look like Mick. I'm tearing my hair out.
You need to get a young fellow like Harry with good eyes to come in and give you a hand.
Rude.
Yeah, but if he bought the right compressor, Brucey, the nice C-shaped one, he won't have any problems.
I know. Do you know what?
He's probably used the Briggs one that looks like a V. The Briggs type Briggs compressor. Those things, they don't work on a
This has got like I can actually show it to you. It's got like a screw. It's like a G clamp with a screw, yeah?
Yeah.
And then the bottom end of the G clamp, it's got the V.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Got the forks, the fork underneath.
And then you just screw it down on top of the valve, and it will lift up the spring.
The forks are adjustable.
Yeah, but you have to expose enough of the groove to get the keeper up. I mean, the locks up into the keeper.
Yeah. Mick was saying this earlier on.
But I use grease on the end of the screwdriver.
I might need to grind off some more of the V, as Mick was saying earlier on. There's a real pain in the backside.
What do you mean?
Well, I wouldn't grind anything off the keepers or the valve.
Okay. Yeah, because it's a bit too thick, I think.
No, I think he's talking about the V that goes in, the U-shaped piece. It's probably hitting the back of the valve chamber.
Right.
Sorry, say again.
Yeah.
The U-shaped piece that lifts if it's too deep,
Yeah.
If you want, I'll take a video of me doing one of those tonight, and I'll post it.
Would you? That would be really helpful.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'll take out one of my blogs.
Where would you post it to?
I'll just throw it on my channel.
I'm not linked into it at the moment. What's the name of it?
Ken Small Engines.
Ken Small
Oh
Engines.
yeah. Of course. Sorry.
He's only been here for about 3 years.
All right, leave it.
It's nah.
So we have a question here. Anyone know off the top of their heads what the valve gap is for a 450E Briggs and Strap?
Those throwaway engines.
Yeah. You're saying 6.
Probably 5 and 5.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably say 6 and 5, somewhere in there.
Looking it up right now.
All right, there you go. Look it up right now.
The cost is always a little bigger.
Yeah, it's normally bigger because it expands more.
Yeah, 5 and 8.
Yeah. Normally it's bigger. I mean, there's a bit of
Those are the engines you don't need to add. You don't need to oil.
Say again.
Those are those Briggs engines. Remember, you never have to change the oil.
Mick, I'm going to get my Mick. Just going to go and pick up my spreader just to show the guys a minute. All right.
That sounds disgusting, but I'll go with it.
Why is it you do it to me all the time?
John.
Although, Brucey, I've used the real small one and then compressed the spring on its own and stuck it up.
Yeah.
I've done that too.
Moa
waste
Garrett says he's just done his Time Master. What a pain! Is that the belts and pulleys and what have you? I'm assuming you're referring to.
Right.
Yeah, they're pain in the asses.
All the time you save with a Time Master, you waste on working on them.
Yeah. I'll agree with you on that. Yeah, exactly that.
I'm having a hard time finding it.
The head gasket.
Scott, did you get that echo going?
Oh yeah. The only thing was wrong with it he bought it brand new and never started it. There was still cotton in the spark plug boot, and all I did was pull the cotton out.
What?
Oh, cotton? I never saw that.
The packing cotton they put in them. I pulled it out and it started on the first pull.
I never saw that. Huh.
That's the first on me.
Yeah, I never saw packing cotton in a spark plug boot.
Well, if I found out what I did with my damn keys, I could show you.
Oh, we're going on a bit of a walk.
I don't know what I did with my keys
Who's
to the garage.
Guy who owns the Time Master? Who's the guy that owns the Time Master, beats it to death, and wonders why it always needs work? Who's the guy? Oh, the guy that owns a Time Master, yeah, beats it to death, yeah.
No, that's like my customer this morning. Same thing. You know, but he has to buy the transmission himself.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just not finding it. I don't know what to make. Like, is it a 1300 or? I'm not getting anywhere.
Come on, Bruce. What's up with you?
I'm still curious to see about the oil.
I have to give up on it.
I actually had a comment come back a minute ago there from Grando's Workshop, Ken. Where was Grando's Workshop? Let me find a comment there. He actually looked it up. There's a comment there. I just looked up Stuart's motor on parts diagram, and it says oil filter.
Okay.
Wow. Never seen it.
Yeah.
Never seen one.
Me neither.
It's tiny.
Yeah. I've never seen it either. Hi, Haggis. How you doing? Nice to see you.
How's that?
Wow, that's nice.
Nice.
Trimmer. That's brandy new. Holy cow.
Nice machine.
Now watch this. Let's just see here.
They always start on the first ball.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
nice. No, it is nice. Nice bit of kit.
Price was right.
Yeah, considering this one I built from junk parts over 30 years ago.
Getting some feedback from you, Harry boy.
Still there?
Yeah. It just bopped in and bopped out.
Okay.
Puller Bear Ed says, okay, guys, I need to get back to work. Been a great time. Stay safe. Yeah, cheers, Ed. Thanks for coming in, buddy boy.
Later, Ed. We'll catch you on your stream tomorrow night, Ed.
Say again, Mr. Briggs.
I said, well, what would you guys call this?
What is that, an SRM 225?
No, this is made from junk parts.
That's good. Does it work?
Actually, it does.
The old Echo, so you can't kill them.
It ain't an Echo. It's made with pooling parts, Echo parts, and steel. Believe it or not.
A hybrid.
I call it a redneck.
A Frankenstrimmer.
Yeah, why not? Why wouldn't it run? I don't.
There you go.
You know,
the joys of a two-stroke.
Hey, but you know, I could use this more than anybody.
Errands.
Here you go, guys.
You see, Bruce. What Bruce is doing? Bruce is starting to take notes on what's going on there.
There you go. Sorry. Oh.
Blow it up, Nick.
It doesn't look like.
There's my lifter, Mick.
Right. Sorry. Too much going on.
Sorry. Wrong one.
I looked at that valve spring tool. I don't know if you could get it into the cylinder far enough.
Oh, no. No chance.
You need something with more of a fork. Like,
yeah, but you're right. The geometry of it has the fork sticking too far in, it looks like.
Yeah.
Like the fork will hit the back of the chamber and won't be grabbing the right way. You're right. You may have to cut about a 1/4 inch off that fork.
Where would I take it off from? This edge here or
off the top?
Thickness here?
No, off the top. Off the top.
Off the top.
Here.
Take off the point. Yeah, go down about a 1/4 inch. Yeah, take off about a 1/4 inch.
Right, because actually getting it in, you've got to lift the spring up with the valve spring up with a screwdriver to get it up underneath the spring and the collar, haven't you?
And
retainer, yeah, but that's why they have it ground to a point on the end. That's why it's ground like a ramp, so you can get underneath it when you put it in.
Right.
They put a little ramp on the end. They make it sharp, so it'll get underneath the retainer.
Right.
So you can scoop it up.
Shall I take some thickness off of here?
No, just
take a 1/4 inch off the end.
Start at the end first because you can always take it off. You can't put it back on, sweetheart.
Yeah.
But put a generous lead on it so it acts like a wedge and gets underneath.
Yeah.
Right. Because that's a really, really old tool. I guess that is probably 40 years old.
Well, all I will say is it's nowhere near as old as a tool that's using it, and perhaps if you had listened to me in the first place when I told you just to modify it slightly, wouldn't be in this mess.
Actually, Mick, give me a minute. I'll go get one of my tools. I'll be right back.
Excuse me?
All right, babe. I'm going to miss you.
Missing you already.
Yeah. Wake up, Tim. I know you sitting there snoring, buddy.
I'm not snoring.
AJP has now gone off. He's had enough. And Motor Garage says, "Hey, Bruce, how are you holding up over there?"
Excellent. Oh, Nighthawk. Right on. Yes. Mr. Night.
How are things over your way, Bruce? With the old the obvious, what's going on across the world? How are things your end?
Well, we're being real careful. We only go out to the grocery store and then maybe whip over to buy a beer and a bottle of wine on the way home. That's about it. That's we're not going out. We're just not going out.
Well, I think we're all the same, aren't we?
Yeah, I think so. Mrs. P went out today. She went shopping today, and she went over to Sainsbury's, and she said it was really good, really quiet. Shelves are well stocked, and no queues. Everyone doing what they should be doing, and everyone's ticking over.
Yeah, like your missus, my missus works the NHS, worked there for 47 years in the operating theatres, you know, and she's she worked yesterday. And then wearing all this gear and stuff, it's really hard work for them.
Well, I know Mrs. P come home. She come home the other day, and where she'd been wearing a mask for 8 hours solid.
Yeah, and you can see it.
Actually marked her face.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
What you got there, Ken? What you going to show me, babe? Yeah, that's it.
I tried to buy one of those.
The one I use.
So that's a little further down.
If you notice the center line of this, they're like on center with each other.
Yeah.
And yours looks like your fork is a lot higher. So you wouldn't be. This has to be right on the center of the valve, and that has to be right on the center of the retainer. So with yours, grind it back so you're able to put it on center. And this one actually comes with two different jaws.
Yeah. Just turn it around so I can see you say the center of the end of the okay, got it.
The same line. So that way, when you put it like this, the valve head is right here, and the stem's right in the center of the hole in your fork.
Yeah.
Because you've got a fork that's sticking out over like this, and it's hitting the back of the chamber. You're not able to put this directly over the valve.
Because that tool there, I tried to buy.
You want it right on center, and mine is very flat. Mine sheets still, so it slips right under the valve.
I tried to buy one of those, but they're all over in the States. I mean, they're cheapest chips in the States. The problem is the postage in the customs.
Oh,
it's serious money. I mean, the one I bought here, that was a tenner, UK. Yeah,
mine has the forks on both sides, so you can just compress the spring only and do what you want with the valve.
Well, that's for a Briggs and Stratton, Bruce. The Briggs and Stratton ones have forks on both sides, spring in the middle.
Right.
It's got two separate arms on it. The one you've got.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, it looks like a salad fork. The one for the Briggs.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Do you know what? You know what would be really useful on this site? I don't know if anybody is listening. To buy anything from the States, where you've got everything over there, plus more, yeah. For us in the UK here to buy anything, is really difficult because of the postage and the customs and stuff.
We have the same problem in Canada.
Yeah, it's to ask the guys over the States. I'm only suggesting this. If you can buy it for us and send it as a gift, it solves all of our import duties and stuff, you know. And then we drop you a drink for doing it as well. I don't know how you guys think about that, but it's just an idea, you know. I mean, you get a drink out of it, and we get the gear in that we want, probably at a third of the cost.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I like mixed.
We gotta get a carrot
on Amazon.
Yeah, but Amazon, they sell the stuff on Amazon, but it's all on the American Amazon, not the UK.
So we have an Amazon.ca. Don't you have an Amazon.uk or something like that?
Yeah. You can get it. You can get it on the Amazon American Amazon website, Phil. All I would say to you is, mate, is stop being a tight ass. Put your hand in your pocket and buy it.
Hey, well, I gotta go get. I did this last time. I have to go get some lunch, you guys. So I am gonna hit the bricks.
I don't blame you after that.
Thank you, everybody. It was a lot of fun.
Take
Nice to see you on there, Nighthawk. I know you see your comment.
Take it easy, mate.
Bruce.
See everybody.
Hey, Bruce, I'll be on again tomorrow, but you'll probably be asleep.
I look forward to that video, by the way, Ken.
Yeah, we'll definitely do it.
I'm really looking forward to that, despite what Master Mix says. You know, I mean, am I going to buy one tool for 30 quid? Use it once, you know.
Listen, sweetheart. Listen, big boy. I told you when you first come out of this issue, and I hadn't even seen your valve tool. Hadn't even seen it. And I just knew straight away that the tool you were using was going to be too sharp on a fork. And did I or did I not say to you, take a little bit off the top of it? Did I not say that?
Never. No, you never mentioned it, mate.
Oh, I'll tell you something. Nick, I'm blocking you. I'm blocking you from emails. You'll never send me another email ever again.
Gotta go to the replay.
I'm telling you. Absolutely full of it.
Want to buy a tool?
Absolutely. I'll tell you something. The way it's going, by the time you get that rotivator up and running, it's going to be damn near vintage.
I'll tell you what, I still haven't even got involved yet with the gearbox. Yeah, I'll tell you what. The other thing I've got to do. The other thing, the cone clutch on this mower is on this Kohler, right? Apparently, I spoke to some guy in the UK that knows stuff. He reckons that the inner cone is worn. Yeah, you know how a cone clutch works. And what happens is that when I put it back together, the end of the cone clutch bottoms out on the pulley assembly. Does that make sense, guys? So it won't go in any further and disengage.
Yeah.
So he's told me to stick it on the lathe and take 5 mil off.
Yes.
Now, how on earth am I going to stick a cone on a lathe and take off 5 mil?
Well, you four-jaw chuck.
Sorry.
Four-jaw chuck.
No, because the problem is it's cone shaped, and it's the large end. I want to take the material off, not the short end. Yeah, so imagine
there's
that.
no through hole. A through hole, so you can use an expanding mandrel.
Yeah, well, someone suggested because at the narrow end is the thrust bearing to disengage the clutch. Sorry if I'm boring you, mate, but this is technical stuff, mate.
No.
I can.
I'll tell you what's really technical is that I have a button.
And you have the power.
Trust me, old baby, old sweetheart.
The
I got
power,
a button.
Mick,
I can
the
just
power.
turn you on and off. Yeah, I can see you down there giving it all the big one. Yeah, you come on up now. You behave yourself. You know better. You know better, baby.
Post a picture of it so we can see what it looks like. Maybe we could give you some
I
advice on how
can
to
do
hold
that
it.
because, hey, Mick, how do I share a screen? I've got pictures here. I can actually do that now. How do I share the picture?
What?
Do you have a channel?
Do you know what? Do you know what? I don't think we have enough time in the live stream for me to teach you any more modern technology. I don't think we have enough hours in the goddamn
I've got
day
a picture of the cone on my PC.
Okay,
But how
so
do
if
I
it's
show-
on, if
how do
it's
I put it on here? Mick, I'll
we
send
told
it
Mr.
to
Ford
you.
he couldn't do it. So down the bottom it says share screen.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
hit that button and then tell me what you see.
I got a white box said screen sharing tips. Screen sharing
right,
two
see, I
monitors. A share screen with a blue box.
Right.
Can you email
have
me
you
the
got?
picture?
Have you got like a picture of a StreamYard in the center of the box?
I got a white box in there with 4 options.
Right. Okay, just click the middle picture. The bit in the middle. Click the middle picture.
Yeah.
The one in the middle. The big picture. Yeah. Click that. And now does it say share screen?
Where?
Down below. Share screen or cancel.
No, bollocks. I'm going to send it to you, Mick. It takes 2 seconds.
You can't, mate. I blocked you. I told you that. You got all gobby a minute ago. Let me find my emails. Hang on. Bear with me.
Remember what they say, Mick. Hire the elderly. They're fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's not that. And I have a few gentlemen come up here that are of that persuasion of being old like that. I get a few of them, and I don't get no grief. I get this hillbilly come on up here and give me all the big one, and he can't even operate his own PC.
I've just sent you pictures of it. Hey,
yeah,
I'm 67 years old, Mick. Right?
Hush now. You've gone. Right, hush. Let me find my emails up. Hang on, let me refresh that. I don't know if it's going to let me do it because my PC is really not happy.
No.
I don't think it's going to let me do it today. I'll try again. Hang on, Phil. Bear with me, babe.
All right, mate.
My PC is really, really struggling today.
Yeah, I've just sent the email with about 5 pictures of this
Oh,
thing.
yeah. Well, then that'll make it easy. There's 4 pictures to upload, won't it? Hang on.
Hey,
well, you can send it to me too. I'm Ken Small Engines at AOL.
Whoa, hang on
I've
a
got
minute,
it.
Ken. It's not
I've got
going
it.
to.
I've got it.
Yeah,
I've got
that is
it.
that.
Let me just try and load the picture up. It might take a little while. There's quite a few here. It's loading. Right, okay.
I think I sent you 5 because I got these on the site. You'll see what I mean.
Oh, will you just be quiet? I've just opened the emails up.
Hit the screen.
Absolutely.
Here's my email.
Right, so it's not even me doing it. Right, hang on. Bear with me. Right, here we go. Share screen. So when just to be sure, Phil, when you hit the share screen button, right, it's got your entire screen, application window, and Chrome tab. Is that what you got?
Hang on, let me have a look, mate.
Yeah, just push
Yeah.
Just
I'll
push
tell you what
share
it is,
screen for a
those
minute.
at the top here, Mick, it says my browser's blocked your screen.
Yeah, that's why. Okay, no worries. Right, okay.
That's what
Right,
it's
so
come
I'll
up with
share
that.
this up then. Oh, all right, babe. Right, hopefully this will work now. Bear with me. It's thinking
There you
about it.
go.
There you go. Right. Yeah.
There you go. That's the cone clutch complete. Right?
Okay.
Now on the top there you see a thrust bearing. Right?
Yeah.
And then that's fitted
I see a
into
ball
the
bearing.
into the that's it. That's fitted into the inner cone. Yeah?
Yep.
And then the ring around it is the outer cone retainer. Yeah?
So what area are you trying to face off?
They are. Now that's the pulley assembly.
Is that the back?
That the inner cone slides up and down on that spline on a spring. So I've stripped it all down, right? So
yeah.
Okay.
So what area are you trying to take off of?
Well,
what are you trying to take off?
If Mick shows up on the next picture, there's the spring loaded for the inner cone.
Yeah.
Then the next picture, Mick.
Yep.
There's the inner cone. Yeah. That's the material.
That's your friction material.
That's the friction material. Underneath that, I've been told to take off 5 mil off that edge.
Off that face?
Off that
so that
face.
It goes further in, right?
Yeah, so then it will go further in to that pulley assembly.
Yeah.
That will then
why couldn't you put a shaft through a threaded rod through that bearing ID on top? Threaded rod through with nuts and washers on both sides, clamp it all together so it forms a rod assembly and chuck that up in your lathe.
Yeah, well then that would just spin the pulley. That would just spin the bearing.
Not yeah.
No, but I'm saying lock it down though. Lock it down with washers so you grab it on the OD of the bearing race, not the inner race.
Yeah, well someone suggests I take the whole bearing out. Yeah.
You can do that too and use just the bore and do the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's about I think that's about 1.916" the OD on that one.
Yeah, because I'm saying with that bore in there, you could get a threaded rod the same diameter so the fit is good, so it won't wobble, and then use washers against the outer race with nuts on the threaded rod to clamp it stiff. So it moves.
Or you could always just get some kind of template made up here, Phil. Make it yourself, possibly about 4 mil thick that goes over the outside of this bearing, and then the same as what Ken's saying. Then pack it out with washers and nuts either side. Just to brace this cup, but I reckon you better get a washer on there. You'll get a washer on that to brace that down. If not, just take the bearing out.
Yeah, because that's
worst case, Phil. If I was trying to be a poor man doing it, how hard is that surface that you're trying to take off?
It's aluminium. It's aluminium.
Oh, it's soft. Use a file then. Take a big bastard file and just start taking some off and go around it. Then
well,
it doesn't have to be perfect.
You can't say that word on my stream.
It's the name of a file. Look it up. It's a real name.
Just
a real name of a file.
What? A bastard file? We'll take it off, would it?
People on my panel.
If it's aluminum, I would just use the file.
Oh, you're saying it? Okay, he did it. Well, he said it for fun and not because of what it was actually. Look, I can see his face down there. He said it on purpose. See,
I ain't gonna win.
Yeah, he had a comment in the word file. Yeah.
Yeah, that, if I can chuck it though, Ken, it's a matter of interest. If I spin that in the lathe, if I can get it to chuck properly, that lining, will that be likely to chip away, to lift away? Because it's only bonded on there.
Yeah, but you're not hitting the lining. I thought you were hitting the aluminum on the face.
No,
I thought you were just taking off aluminum.
Yeah, but I think if you look at the picture again, that friction material goes to the edge of the aluminium.
Yeah, but even if you were to take off the edge and hit it a little bit as an undercut in the friction material lightly, I don't think it'll chip it. Just go very lightly with it. That's all.
Right, because I got a lathe I can stick it in. If I can get away with
a bit with a rounded edge on it, so when you hit the friction material, it's a nice rounded edge, not a sharp, cutter.
Yeah.
So it won't go.
Yeah. So if you learned anything,
and also at the end of the day, mate, I was already on it like a tramp on chips before you even started. Don't give it the big one. At the end of the day, what I would like to see is if you are able to clamp that all down and get the job done, and it all goes peculiar on you, and it goes wrong, I would love to see you try and find a part for that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. You say that you can buy them. You can buy the new inner cone, right? It's true.
Well, why don't you just buy one then? You tight. Why don't you buy one then? You tight wad.
It's because it's 110 quid.
Hey Phil, what if you were to take a die grinder with one of those cookie wheels, like a sanding wheel, and just go around that surface and take it down a little bit? Try it.
Yeah, that's some good ideas coming out.
I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. If it's aluminium, it should come off pretty easy, right?
Yeah, and because all I'm looking for is to stop it from backing down. I mean, it's nice, Ken. It's nice to talk to somebody sensible for a change here. Normally I've got to put up with Mick.
Rude.
He's going to win the prize today, man.
And do you know what? That wasn't even me. That's just my laptop did that all by itself. You see, what you could also do, Phil, thinking out loud, is rather than using like a die grinder, you could just put your jaw on it, because that's got enough movement on it to take any amount of material off of it at the moment. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I dropped off there, Mick. Sorry, what did you say?
I know you did, mate. Bye. I tell you something. Old Phil, he's had his Weetabix this morning. That boy, he's had his Weetabix.
I've been dumped more times off this side than anybody.
and it will continue to happen all night long.
Hey Phil, you could actually even take a sanding block with the coarse sandpaper on it and just go like that and turn it around. I mean, how much you taking off? 10, 15 thou?
No, I want to take 5 mil off.
Ooh.
5 mil.
So what's that, 200,000?
No, 5 mil.
So 3937, right?
In English, Mick, 5 mil, about quarter of an inch.
You talk 5 millimeter?
Yeah.
5 millimeter?
Yeah.
That's about 200,000. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Little less, but yeah. I in that case, like I said, you don't know anyone with a milling machine?
Yeah, I've got one.
You got a milling machine? You got a rotary table?
Huh?
You got a rotary table?
No, I've got a. Mick, shut up.
You can hook up a fly cutter on your port and then use a.
I'll have you know, Phil.
Susan bearing.
I'll have you know, Phil. The one reason I can't shut up is it's my stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. the Mike Man machine is the same problem though, Ken. Is holding on to that cone in a vice. It's hanging on to. I mean, I could put a fly cutter on there, but I mean, if it went loose, it'd fly everywhere, wouldn't it? I mean,
Have you seen that comment there, Phil?
What's that, mate?
Phil, you see that comment there? See that comment there?
I don't understand that. What's that mean, Mick?
All the gear and no idea.
No idea. Come on, Will. Come and give us a hand, boy. No, I'm just
All that
asking
in a
for.
bag of
Well,
chips.
I mean, at the end of the day, Phil, at the end of the day, this is exactly why this stream exists. For this purpose is to chuck some ideas around and to try and manipulate bits of equipment that possibly are not available anymore, and to try and find a workaround. But that's exactly why it's here, you know. And it's good that you got Ken up here because Ken is a knowledgeable person, and you might learn something from him.
Oh, I will definitely learn. I learn something every time I come on here, Mick.
Well, apart from how to share a screen, of course.
I haven't apart from sharing screens. I'm the Olympic champion of being dumped out of the screens, I'll tell you. Thanks, Ken. I'll have a look at that and see what I come up with.
Let us know how you get on with it, Phil, because I mean, to be fair, I mean your little rotivator is taking out the best part about 3 hours of my stream a week. So the sooner you get that done, the sooner we can all move on.
Yeah, I've got another one to do after that. Anyway, a small one.
Oh my lord! It would need to be
Brixton
small. You
Stratton 3.2 or something. Little tiny baby one. Mate of mine
You're going to
wants
struggle with that. Well, give it to him before you break it.
It's a little baby one. My mate wants it if I can get it to run.
Oh, you've got no open that.
It turns over, so it should be okay.
Hey Mick, how long's the stream today?
This stream will be going for about another 4 minutes, and I'll be done, mate. So I've got work tonight, so I need to go indoors and have a scrub and get myself sorted. So it'll be about another 4 minutes, and I'll be done. We're a bit like, but I was enjoying myself with our old man Phil down here giving it all the big one. all it is that he's on lockdown because he's on the vulnerable list, right? Because of his age. That's all it is, and he can't go out nowhere. And this is the first time this week he's been able to talk to somebody else, and he ain't passing this opportunity up for no one. That's all it is.
Right, then I can tell. I work in a
Phil?
doctor's surgery part time.
He said, I'll come up and annoy Mick.
Yeah, well, he's easy to wind up, isn't he? All he does, he keeps pressing a button.
Oh yeah, what as?
Phil, do you actually have a channel, Phil?
Beg your pardon?
Do you have a channel, a YouTube channel?
No, I don't. I only push the buttons on those who annoy me.
I've believe it or not, I put something on. It's called Phil's Mowers. If you Facebook it, but there's no bugger on there.
That's because Phil, one of your videos is 16 and a half hours long.
I can't find it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's a bit like all the washers I drop on the floor every time. I spend more time scrabbling around on the floor picking up washers than another 2 hours trying to get off the floor.
Yeah. Got to get a magnet stick.
Yeah, I got one of them and I lost it.
Buy another one then.
What, money?
There you go, brother. Anyway, people. Yeah. People. Unfortunately, people, as much as I've enjoyed this stream, unfortunately, it is that time of night. Yep. So we've got to start winding her down nice and slowly, if we can, please. And I've been going for nearly 3 hours, which is absolutely fantastic. I have truly enjoyed this stream tonight, and it's been a good panel, and it's been lots of good questions, and everyone has absolutely behaved themselves 110%. Before you all go, I'd like to wish you all stay safe, look after each other, look after the people beside you and across the road, because with what's going on at the moment, it's not funny. So keep an eye out on everyone that is vulnerable and all your loved ones, and stay safe. I really, truly mean that. Don't forget, tomorrow, Ken Small Engines will be going live, 9 o'clock USA East Coast time. I think that's around about 9, 10 o'clock our time, Ken, I think. I'm not quite sure. I have to double check. Anyway, if you subscribe to Ken Small Engine, you'll and 2 p.m. 2 p.m. If you ring his bell and whatever, you'll get that. Are you going to raid someone? Yeah, we do. Do you want raiding them, Ralph? I think Ralph's looking for a raid. So if you can all go over to Ralph's channel, he's just gone up in the chat. I can't chuck a link out because my PC's going bonkers. So if someone can run Raphael's Scrapper's link in the chat below, that'd be great. Be much assistance. That'd be good because I can't. My PC is absolutely smashed tonight. It's not doing what it should be doing. So nip over to Raphael's to Ralph Scrapper's channel and go and raid him. Say Micks Mowers has sent you. That'd be cool. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one at Micks Mowers. Give us a thumbs up on your way out. That'd be much appreciated. Any other questions? You got my email address and whatever. Give me an email and we'll go from there. So can someone just run the link for me for the raid? That'd be good.
Yeah.
Because at the moment my PC is not doing anything at all.
Sorry, Mick.
Ralph or Ruffle?
It's just taking it too long to fire. Ralph, the comments in there. Someone's going to run the link in a minute for us. I'm sure of it. Once I can open the tab up, I can't even open the tab up. Let me have a look. Who are we looking for? Going to raid someone. Raphael, Rafal, Raphael Scrapper. He's live at the moment. So can someone run his link?
Sorry, mate, I can't help there.
Ralph, can you run his link for me, please, buddy boy? That'd be much appreciated, mate. If someone can run his link, that'd be cool. At the moment, my PC is not even firing up nothing.
Make Ralph a moderator for a minute.
No, I got it. Hang on, I got it.
We got it.
Hang on. Yeah, I've got it. It's just fired up now. Hang on. Bear with. I'm just literally trying to do it at the same time as this.
Hey Phil, are you going over Ralph's chat?
Yeah, I'll have a look. If I can see it, I'll have a look at it.
Link is coming up now in a minute as soon as it posts. Right, there's a link. There's the link. If you go and grab the link in the chat and then buzz over there, give them a quick little hello, say hello, and say Micks Mowers has sent you over. That'd be much appreciated because it all helps also grow for our community of us YouTube creators. So go over there, say hello, say Micks Mowers sent you, and wish them all the best. And I'll catch you over there, and I'll see you all on the next episode of Micks Mowers. Take it easy.
All right, mate.
Cheers, mate. All the best, mate.
Yeah, ladies and people, look after yourselves. See you in a bit.
Good night.